Welcome to DudeNoWay Live, where we embark on a quest to play the greatest games of all time. I'm your host, Moonchild of DudeNoWay, and today we are grouping up in Overwatch 2. In Overwatch, there is a kind of an unspoken rule. A lot of people will tell you to group up in between fights, and if you don't, you're probably going to lose. This is one of the only games where grouping up is absolutely the priority. Every single time a fight is won or lost, you win or lose the next one based off of whether or not you actually grouped up. And I want to thank everybody for coming out. We got Bubbles over on Twitch, who is first. That is the comment that you left, and you are indeed first. Believe it or not, you are 100% the first person here. Thanks for being here. Welcome. Good morning. How are you? How's life? We're going to be doing some gameplay reviews today. We got Doomfist gameplay here in a master lobby from Zach, who has sent something in. We have an Ash gameplay sent in by Spud. And then, let me just check my email. And then we also, we have a very special gameplay sent in by Red Sheko, which is a GM5 cheater Orisa, which I'll be excited to see, like, what is so obvious that makes them cheating. What, like, how do you know they're cheating, dude? Like, I would really like to know. I think that would be extremely interesting. So we're going to be diving in, starting off with Ash's, or with, with Zach's gameplay here. And we're going to be checking out his Doomfist lobby. Yesterday was a rough day, dude. I'll tell you what, I played a little bit of Overwatch in the evening, and we came into some pretty hard games. It was no joke last night. Some very close calls, though. Almost won them, like most of them. And then right at the end, it fell apart, as it often does, right? How's everybody's morning going? Or evening? Or afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. I know a lot of people are all over the place. A lot of you viewers are like, you know, we got some across the oceans from me here in the U.S. It's 11:37 in the morning here on the East Coast. Alright, so, we're diving into this first gameplay here. Like I said, this is a Master Doomfist lobby. We have on your team, Zach, we have a Doomfist, we have an Ashe, we've got a Venture, and a Symmetra. Weird pick on the Symmetra. I said Ashe. I meant to say Ana. Ana is your support. The good thing about having Ana with you is that she'll be able to sleep dart anybody that comes into the backline. Like, if the enemy team's Reinhardt gets a little bit too aggressive, she'll be able to just put him in straight to sleep, and then also hit him with the anti-heal and potentially win a lot of fights based off of that. The combination of the anti-heal plus the Symmetra's ramped up beam damage is enough to kill anyone, even a tank. I don't know if you guys know this, but Symmetra, when she's at full damage, it does 195 damage per second, and that is, like, incredibly significant. That requires almost no time. By the time you stand up, you're basically melted if Sim is getting team shots from anybody else. You also have a Venture who could come in with you for your dives as Doomfist, which could be good. It depends on how good this Venture is. I'm going to assume that they're going to be pretty solid at it. One bad thing about Venture is that they even are kind of like old Doomfist, where you have to commit the entirety of their kit to one-shotting somebody. And when I say one-shot, it's really like 3 buttons, but you have to commit their dig and their dive to, you know, the 5 Ds of Venture, right? You have to commit everything to killing somebody very quickly, and then once that happens, you are then out of cooldowns and unable to escape, which is like how Doomfist was when he was a DPS character back in Overwatch 1. If you guys remember back then, it was a very different story for Doom back then. He was not as good as he is now, and that being said, he's not even that good now. Like, he's very high skill ceiling and can do a lot of work, but compared to some of the more sustained tanks, Doomfist can definitely get out countered pretty easily in this, even as a tank, right? But he is significantly better than he was as a DPS. I'll give him that. On the other team, you're both missing one player as well, so I don't know what this final player is going to be. That being said, the other team has a Reinhardt, which I am gonna assume means that you are just going to tank diff this guy into oblivion. If he doesn't know by now not to pick Rein, well, that's his own damn fault, right? You have a Lucio and a Cassidy that you're going up against. The Lucio-Cassidy-Reinhardt combo, this is actually pretty solid in terms of meta DPS. They have 100%, they have the more meta DPS on their team. So it would be, I would be surprised if their team was not good at killing you. That being said, your team, I've seen some of the things that you and your squad pull off, Zach, and it can get pretty wild out there. So I would assume that you guys are going to beat their ass, but we're gonna have to wait and find out. But just on a surface level, this Sojourn and Cassidy combo, combined with Lucio to speed boost the Cass and the Reinhardt to where they need to be, this is the more meta setup here, 100%, not even close. All right, so the game is starting here. Let's go ahead and see what happens. So you have a Lucio is your other support player. You have a Moira on the enemy team. This enemy team has an incredibly meta comp right now. While they're missing Kiriko for the cleanse of your Ana's Sleep Dart and Nade, which is what I would have gone if I were this Moira. They have everything else that they need to succeed. Excuse me, I just took a big sip of coffee, so pardon me. Like, we'll see how they do, though. Gonna have to see. So you utilize the rocket punch to get yourself over there. You use the dive to get yourself up into the sky, and the rocket punch again to get yourself close to them. And you are now here. You're here way before your team, though, right? Like, you're here a lot faster than they are. You're waiting for them. You give them a second to catch up. Right, you got the Reinhardt has the super dope Reinhardt skin. Let me just let this play for a second. Has the super dope golden Reinhardt skin with the, like, the polearm weapon as well as the wings. This is like a, looks like a mix off of the Diablo for Angel. I can't remember his name. But anyway, he's like an angel from Diablo. Pretty sure that's what that is, but it looks really dope anyway. He is inside of melee range with you. This is not good for, like, you, and potentially not good for the Reinhardt based off the amount of health he just lost. Your aggression on him is already off the cuff, very strong, but you get hindered by the Cassidy grenade, which can be something that will throw your Doom Fist, like put a little wrench in your plans as Doom. But he missed his charge, so you're good there. You're trying to gain up the empowered rocket punch, and they know not to damage you while your rocket punch is charging there. You have already lost your Venture, and the enemy team also around half health here. So your team is currently at the disadvantage. This Reinhardt really wants you. He's going in super deep. He, like, while he had the Lucio pocket, the Moira was not there with him, and the Moira doesn't look like she's been healing very much at all, although the Sojourn was able to kill your other DPS, so it's now a 3v5. Right now, the Moira is finally here with the Reinhardt, but the Rein gets exactly what I said would happen. He gets hit with the anti-heal, and this is the moment where you go in for the aggressive push onto him. Exactly. Right, so as soon as you see Reinhardt with the anti-heal on him, you know that that's your moment. You've got about 2 seconds before that anti-heal comes off, since they don't have a Kiriko to cleanse it. If you get aggressive enough, you can absolutely demolish the rest of his hit points, and you do. You jump directly into his face, and while the enemy team is down to a 4-person squad, your Venture is on their way back, and your team has basically won this based off of the enemy Reinhardt going down here. You just got to be very careful not to get killed by the aggression of the enemy team. Because if you look, your support players are not with you, right? Here comes your Lucio. He finally made it here, which is great. Your Ana is dead. So, like, at this moment, you are in a pretty bad place. The 4 people on the enemy team are all here on you. The Lucio does not have enough healing to keep you alive if you stand in the middle of their aggression, but with your slick movement, I know you won't. You're going to try and take out one of their support players, immediately get their Moira, which is great, and now you are 157 hit points. You know at this moment you have to stay out of their line of sight, or else you will get the rest of your health taken out. So the Lucio is up on your side. I believe that you will probably turn and power block the Lucio. And as soon as your movement abilities come off cooldown, you'll probably dip out of here and go to a health pack. There's the power block, just like I said. Here's the movement abilities, and you're out, right? And you're already back onto the Cassidy. Not what I would have done. Definitely would have been smarter for you to have landed over here and continued to remain stealthy in that moment. You pay the price for it. The Lucio was coming after you regardless, so maybe you wouldn't have gotten out of the way. But if we back up just like 3 seconds here, like right there, Let's put it back onto you. I'm going to show you how this should have gone. Bang, you're falling down. As soon as you come down, if you'd have just kept holding your buttons to go over to the side here, you could have very easily fell off of the side here, broke line of sight with the Cassidy, grabbed this health pack, and been good to go. You missed out on a good play here. Instead, you went for the aggression and immediately paid for it. Sometimes that's how it goes, though, right? Your team is back as well, which is not great. So your Ana has swapped over to a Moira now. Again, I probably would have stayed as the Ana in that moment, but that being said, Moira is more able to get in there with you and more able to actually deal with the rest of the enemy team, like the Lucio and potentially the Cassidy. Moira's kind of evasiveness plus her self-healing is a lot to deal with for a Cassidy. But your team is now in a 3v3 on the point here. We've got 1 support and 2 DPS on both sides. Let's see how it goes. Oh, their Reinhardt is here. It's time for your team to retreat. Your Venture is going to die. Venture goes down. The Lucio almost died, but your team ended up falling apart there. Your Sim got charged into oblivion. Your DPS is now down. Your Moira is here alone, and this is the end. Lucio decided to stagger in. Again, this is not good play on the part of your Lucio. He should have just waited. You are not spawned. Your Venture and your Symmetra also should have just waited. The tank is not there with them. There was no reason for them to go in and try and fight this out. And it looks like the Moira, let me just see. We're on the other side here. Let's put it back onto your Moira. And let's just back it up a few seconds. Let's just see where she goes. She fades out of there. Lucio is here. Let's see if Lucio goes in and tries to do anything stupid. He doesn't. They fade out of the way, so they understand what's going on, right? Moira could potentially die. She's able to get around the corner, and hopefully she knows to grab this health pack, and she does. You are back. I'm going to put it on you. You've got the Reinhardt all the way up in your spawn at this point. And there's no reason for him to be back this far. As soon as he left this hut, the safety of this hut, he was pretty much dead. The enemy Lucio is the only one that's here with him right now. It's going to be very difficult for their Moira to get here before you're able to get a kill on somebody. You get out of the way so that you don't die, which is great. You're waiting for the heals, but you're not getting them. Not quick enough, anyway. There we go. The heals are coming in now. You've got a fully charged Rocket Punch, and I don't know what possessed you to try and Rocket Punch into him at that moment, but you immediately take the Railgun. You only had, like, 100 hit points when you died. So, like, definitely not the right thing to do there. Like, watch, you 167 hit points, right? You had all of the ability to turn around and go get a health pack. There's health packs everywhere on this map. They're all over the place, right? There's one right over there. So, like, you could have gotten out of there and came back and continued to fight, but instead you charged into them and ended up paying the price for it again. I don't know why you're doing this. I know you really want to get those kills, but, like, if you keep throwing yourself into danger, you will keep getting punished for it. That is kind of how it goes, right? Your Bastion gets charged by the Reinhardt. Your team is putting in the aggression, but I don't think they're going to be able to kill him. I think at this moment it's time for your team to back off. The Sojourn on their team absolutely popping off. A headshot on you, a headshot on the Bastion. She has killed your Moira. It's time for your team to stop. It's time, like, whatever your Genji thinks he's doing, he's going to die for it unless he just gets away. The only thing that he could hope for is to die quickly at this moment. Your team needs to chill out. You go all the way in. You're going for that stagger right there, but instead you get hit by the Hinder Grenade. Your Genji goes down. You have no support with you at this moment. Your Lucio is on his way back. I don't know why you went in, bro. This is why we group up. So you get out of the way, which is good. It's time to wait for the team. If you go in again and you get punished again, I'm going to laugh at you. You're going in, you're charging up your Rocket Punch, but you're playing your corners very hard. This is good. And now with your Meteor Strike available, you know you can use that to regenerate health, so you can play a little bit more fast and loose. Still getting out of the way here. You miss. Unfortunately, you miss the Rocket Punch, and you get hit by the Earth Shatter. You hit your Meteor Strike at the exact moment you needed to. You saw Ryan change his stance, which is how you know he's about to use Hammer Down, and then you hit Meteor Strike, and in this moment, you should use it to regenerate a little bit of health, and just wait a second for the Lucio's ultimate to go away. But because they're all grouped up, I know you're immediately going to press the button and try to capitalize on the fact that they are all grouped up here, and here it goes. and down you go, right? And this is bad, man. This is bad, dude. You had the time. Why didn't you wait a second? Why didn't you wait, bro? Come on, man. You try to rocket punch in. The Rhine hits charge at the exact same moment. If you had waited for their team's additional health from the beat, you could have potentially killed somebody straight off the jump there, but instead you got put down for the 3rd time in a row. I said I was gonna laugh at you, and that was pretty funny. I knew you were gonna hit your meteor strike at that moment, but I wish you had just waited. If you'd, like I said, 1 second, if you'd have waited 1 second, you could have repositioned slightly outside the door so that you were behind them. You could have waited for a little bit of their Lucio health to drain, which would have refilled your health while up in the meteor strike, and then you could have came down with a full hit point bar, and then the rocket punch behind them would have pushed them directly into your team instead of trying to do it out where you push them outside of the point where your team actually is. Kind of threw on that one. All right, so your team is all back other than you. They're trying to fight out the 4v5 right now. It's probably not going to go well. We know that the Sojourn is in her ultimate, and if she doesn't get a kill, well, then that is... There you go, right? So the Sojourn was able to kill you. She was able to kill Lucio. And this is it. This is the end of your team's push. Their Cassidy goes down to your Genji, but I don't think it's going to matter here. What's up, Flo? How are you? Flo, oh my god, dude, I gotta tell you this. I tried to tag you in it last night, but last night I saw I was looking at Twitter, and I saw an ad for a guide to the vagina, which was posted by one of the streamers from Destiny 1, T-Rex, and, talking about, like, you know, whatever, you know, how to please a woman, basically, right? It was recommended to T-Rex, right? And the name of the company that creates it was Flow. And I tried to tag you. I was like, damn, Flow, your company's popping off, dude. But I couldn't get it fast enough. And by the time I had found your name, the post had disappeared. So, but dude, I swear to God, it was hilarious. It was an anatomically correct picture of a woman's area, and with your name on it. And it was hilarious, bro. I swear to God. I wish I could have tagged you in it before it was gone. Okay. So, we're reviewing a Master Doomfist gameplay. It is funny. It was great. I laughed so hard. We're reviewing a Master Doomfist gameplay sent in by Zach. He just got put down for his 3rd time in a row for being too aggressive. Their team got pushed back by the Sojourn's overclock, and now the Genji has put down the other team's Cassidy, making it a kind of a 3v4 against their team. They're fighting into the spawn here, though. And while the Bastion does go down, fighting this close to the spawn door is a recipe for disaster for the enemy team. They only have 20% to get it to the end, though. So, Flo, we're going to be playing here in just a little bit if you would like to jump into some games with us. Excuse me, I have to burp, and it's driving me crazy. If you want to jump into some games with us, I have been missing gaming with you. I was off yesterday to handle real life stuff and hang out with Star, but the other day, Friday, we played for like 2 hours, and you weren't here, and I was like, man, I wish Flo was here. All right, so your team. You're just coming out of the spawn now. You swap over to Orisa, which is good. That is a better counter to Reinhardt than Doomfist is. Potentially, you threw your life away after the meteor strike just so that you could swap characters, knowing that you needed to get to the point and have more sustain than Doom. That's smart on your part. Again, you can push them backwards. You can get incredibly, incredibly aggressive with the Orisa play, because if your team is with you, they can keep you alive forever. And the amount of armor health that Orisa has means that she has a damage reduction for most of her hit point bar. And in addition to that, you have all of the cooldowns to be able to keep your team alive, or keep yourself alive. And the point needs to be contested anyway. So if you throw your life away here, well then I guess it doesn't matter, right? Dang, you are at 99 hit points. And you are dead again. Unfortunately, that's how it goes. Your team needed to come with you. Been busy doing life things. I hear you, man. How is the rest of your week, this week? Your team needed to come with you, Zach, at this moment, and if they had come with you, if your Moira was here, Moira, right? Yeah, if your Moira was here and using Coalescence on you instead of wherever she was using it, it looks like she was trying to get you with it. If your Lucio had been here, you could have stayed alive, I think, potentially, in this scenario. You guys are going to lose the fight here, probably, based off of that. Even though they put it into overtime, this would be the moment where you swap back to Doom, right? Like, if there was ever a moment to swap back to Doomfist, it's right here. Your Genji is able to put down their Sojourn, which is the most damaging character, most dangerous character on their team. Your Bastion is here on the point, funneling damage into Reinhardt. Genji is able to put down their Moira. This is great for you guys. Potentially you live here and you make it through, and you do swap back to Doom. I'm going to go ahead and put it back onto you, so that you can get back there very, very quickly. We're going to watch you get onto the point. You're going to get down and up on this Reinhardt. Now, you being Doom in this moment was exactly what you needed to make it here in time. Getting aggressive on that Reinhardt is the only thing that kept him swinging into your team, and your team was able to pull it out. Your Genji really, really pulled it out for you guys in that moment. Had Genji not done as well as he did, you guys would have lost this round. Genji was like the sole carry for that play. To hyper aggro. It did get hyper aggro there at the beginning. And he did get put down for it 3 times in a row. But in this moment, this was the time to be as aggressive as humanly possible. Because if he didn't get there, then, you know, it could have been over. That could have been the end. You know what I mean? Like, that could have been, that just would have been it, right? So the Genji getting 3 kills on the enemy team is great. Swapping over to Doomfist means that he was able to get back there in time, and now they're here for a 5v5, and they can potentially get the stagger off and spawn camp them a little bit while the timer ticks up for their team. Because if they lose one team fight, it's over. So they have to win every team fight from this point forward, or they lose this round. Standing in the disruptor shot, you have the skill orb is flying past you. Your Genji is flying directly into their team right now. Potentially, we'll be able to follow up on your kill on this Sojourn, but it doesn't look like it. There we go. So Genji was able to deflect the railgun into the Sojourn. That's great for your team. Again, we need to stagger them as much as possible. The less 5v5s you have to get into, the more likely it is that you will actually win this point. This is a Masters game? Yeah, it's a Masters game. Been good, had some drinks yesterday, hungover though. Hungover AF. Dude, I love drinks. What were you drinking? You know, this beer didn't get red on its own. I love me an alcoholic beverage. I drink most days. I drink most evenings. At the end of the day, I'll have a little bit of, I have this sangria that I really like. It's like the perfect blend. I talked about it before here on the show, but I have this sangria that I really like. And at the end of the day, I get it in a 4-liter jug too, so it's like a massive jug of it. I drink hardcore Russian vodka. Yo, hardcore Russian vodka, that's another level of hardcore. Do you get aggressive when you drink or happy when you drink? Because that could go 2 ways. You know, I mean, it's not tequila, right? So you at least you won't get anybody pregnant. But that being said, you know, hardcore Russian vodka can really take you out. Just some beers. Hertog Jan, good brand. I've never heard of them, but I would like to try them. I love a good brew. I'm not too much of a beer drinker. I'll have it usually when I go out if I'm trying to have a rest of my day. You know what I mean? If I go out and I'm like with the family, or I'm out with like friends, which never happens, but if I am, you know, or I'm at an event or something like that, I'll have like a beer, or I'll have like something light. But if I start drinking that sangria, I'm going to sleep, bro. It's time for bed. That's wine sangria, right? Tastes like sleep to me. So with the Genji taking out the Sojourn on their team, the stagger has fully started here. As long as you get healed up, which you're close enough, you can get aggressive on them. You want to kill their Cassidy or their Lucio next. Those are going to be the easiest targets for you to get as Doomfist. And as much as you can, you want to just kind of ignore this Reinhardt until at least one of their support players are down. Wine drunks are always wild. Yeah, the one time, I'm going to tell the story before I continue. One time, I drank a lot one night after work, and I was sitting on my couch, and I was chilling, and I woke up the next morning. I didn't even know I fell asleep. I woke up the next morning, and somehow I had broken one of my toes. I still have no idea how I broke one of my toes. I woke up in the place where I presumably fell asleep. Apparently, I must have been sleepwalking or drunk walking. I'm not 100% sure, but there's like a big staircase right next to my couch, so I'm glad it didn't go the other way, you know? I'm glad I didn't wake up at the bottom of the staircase with a broken nose and one eye hanging out, right? But yeah, dude, I woke up and one of my toes was broken. What the fuck did I do? I still have no idea. So, do you go after the Cassidy or the Lucio? You're just looking for that empowered rocket punch. You don't quite get it there. You gotta push that Reinhardt back. Dangerous stuff. It was dangerous. Funny though. It made for a great story. I got to call out of work that day too, so that was cool. The Cassidy, right? That's exactly who I would have gone for. And the reason you go for the Cassidy in that moment is not just because he's slow, but because the Hinder Grenade, if you die, and the Hinder Grenade gets stuck to you, you will likely die, right? Like, if you get hit, if you're in a fight, you get hit with the Hinder Grenade in the middle of the enemy team, you're likely going down, right? As Doomfist. But the Cassidy is also extremely slow and can do nothing against your aggression other than hit you with the Hinder Grenade. So, easily the easiest person to go after. Right now, you want to go and kill one of their support. If you dive on Moira, she's just going to fade out of there. So Lucio would be the one that I would go after next. You are so low right now. 24 hit points you just had. You're using your damage to try and push this Reinhardt back. And the Genji and the Lucio on your team are able to kill Rein. This is huge for you guys right now. Now it's time to dive Moira. Oh, and here's Lucio, right? Yep. Oh, you see Sojourn? Good. She goes down. Like I said, you just need to stagger them as much as possible. The less 5v5s you get into from this point forward, the more likely it is that you will be able to win the point from 0 all the way to 100. There's that Hinder Grenade that I talked about. You use the explosion of the Hinder Grenade plus the damage that they put in, combined with your power block to actually charge yourself fully up, and now you can get the one-hit potential with your Rocket Punch. And you use the movement, very slick movement there, with the quick turn backwards to dive back behind your team and avoid the Reinhardt's charge. That was really good. Yep, you're looking for that empowered rocket punch, and you do have it, thanks to the Cassidy shooting you while your power block was active. You're waiting for the moment, waiting for your moment. And unfortunately, they got out of the way at the moment where you didn't want them to, right? So now you gotta make a choice. Yeah, exactly, yeah. You get out of there quick as you can. And you're able to get up with your team and into the Lucio's healing aura, which is awesome. Dang, you gotta push this Reinhardt away from the point. If he gets to the point, it could be over. As much as you can, you just push him back over and over again. And he really wants it, but the damage he's taking is too much to stay alive. You need to get this Moira out of the way here, because you can't allow her to kill you. And just the amount of aggression that you put onto her, like you up in her face, over here, you're to her side now you're pushing her into a wall, and like that right there is so difficult to deal with. When a Moira doesn't have Fade, what's she gonna do? Like, honestly, like, she can't do anything to a Doomfist that is pushing her around like that, and you just absolutely bully her to death, which is exactly what you needed. Okay. Yep, yeah, I was gonna say, you need to Meteor Strike and get out of here. You need to take the target off your back right now. I wish the dog would stop running around. It's really loud. You need to take the target off of you right now, and because of that, you go up into the sky. This is good, and then you can fall down onto the Lucio and the Cassidy. Bang, good. And I don't know why I click on you, it's showing you back in the spawn for some reason. I don't know why the replay viewer does this. You are obviously not back in the spawn. Right, there we go. I press play and I pause it again. You are obviously directly on top of the Lucio and the Cassidy. You're going to try and knock Cassidy off into the water here if you don't get the one hit. And you're able to kill their Lucio, but you see the Cassidy still has 1 hit point left, getting cleaned up by your Moira and also your Genji even throwing the shuriken over into Cassidy's face, and you are effectively keeping this Reinhardt at bay. And unfortunately, you go down at the moment where you needed to stay alive, but your team is able to easily clean up on this remaining Sojourn and Moira because your Genji has Dragon Blade, and you can see he's using it. This is actually a super dope image of Genji going into Dragon Blade right here. Like, that is awesome. And he's going to be able to one-hit this Sojourn and then easily kill the Moira as well. There's the one hit, right? And then he dives through the Moira, who fades at the exact moment she needed to, and runs away from the point. She's going to go back to the safety of her hut right now. Genji is out of his Dragon Blade. She goes, I'm sorry, she went up to the point. Your Moira was able to come around here and be there for your team. They don't win this one. They can't make it back in time. And just like that, with the power of your Genji winning that one team fight for you, and your intelligent plays throughout, you were able to stop them from grouping up over and over and over again, and because of that, they never made it back to a 5v5, which means they never had an opportunity to actually kill you. The stagger was real. That is like the value proposition of today's show. If you don't group up, you're just gonna lose. If you don't fight together, you're just gonna lose, as evidenced by what we just witnessed. Their team decides to swap over to a Junker Queen, and their Cassidy swaps over to a Symmetra, presumably to get the teleport. Okay, I'm just gonna wait until they are actually decided, because I don't want to talk about all these possibilities here, and then that not be the characters they actually play. Alright, so they swapped over to a Venture. This could be good for their team fighting in the mid-range, but Venture is easily killable by Doomfist, because once they use their movement abilities, they have nothing to get out. So the Venture needs to hold on to Dig every single engagement, because there will come a point where Venture needs to Dig immediately, and if they don't have Dig available to make themselves immune to damage, they will just die. The Junker Queen play, as opposed to Reinhardt, is a better tank, at least in this meta. A better tank with a better ultimate. The anti-heal is more effective at killing things than Earthshatter, because the anti-heal continues to tick damage down on people, and even if you don't get the instant kill as somebody follows up on the anti-heal, sometimes the automatic damage that continues to tick down will be enough to finish off low targets, and the Junker Queen in general just has a better kit designed for 5v5. This character is, compared to Reinhardt, who was designed for a game that launched in 2016, right? So, very different kits on the part of Junker Queen here. Your team also swaps over to a Tracer, probably to be up, that's the Genji who swapped over to a Tracer, probably to be up with you when you do your diving, and with you being the face of the team, the Tracer will have full freedom to be scary and be in their backline, which is going to make it just impossible for them to deal with the amount of damage that's coming out. Tracer is also one of the few characters that can be there as fast as you can. You know that your team is with you. Not only did you do the quick pan to the side to make sure that you had support as you move forward, you also listened for your Moira, and you could hear her sending her orb forward. You're looking for your charged rocket punch, and you're gonna immediately use it into their team, who are all grouped up here. You basically can't miss in a situation like this, right? Very difficult to miss when they're all grouped up like this. And you almost one-hit their Lucio. With the amount of damage you're able to put out there, you're able to take out their Venture very easily. It's now a 4v5 in favor of you. And you're able to kill their Sojourn. Again, very, very easy to hit them when they're all grouped up like this. Their Moira is 1, and in this moment when you get your charged rocket punch, you're waiting for your cooldowns to come off, and then once this goes all the way up, which it obviously will, because the Queen is going to funnel damage into you, the Moira will die next, more than likely. The Queen stops shooting you, but you are able to get directly up into their spawn here. And again, like I said, you go in super hard very quickly with the aggression, right? Here is Tracer right on your ass, ready to follow up on everything that you do, which is great. And she's able to kill the Moira. You effectively push the tank backwards. And you're in their spawn now. and you know that right in front of their spawn door is not the way that you win. And you also know that one person is back on the point, right? And it's Bastion. But the fact that you're not in a 5v5 means that you need to be careful about the moves that you make. You don't want to put yourself out into the open in the middle of their spawn door because you know how dangerous that can be. You can hear the queen going around. You're looking for that additional damage, and you're unfortunately not able to get it. And right now, I was going to say, right now you die because you used your movement ability to get out, but decided you wanted to go in and potentially get the kill on the queen. You got hungry for it, and their entire team was right there. You knew what was going to happen, and you go down for it. Those are those moments, right? Those are the moments. This is why you don't chase. You don't get too hungry for your kills. Your whole team needs to retreat right now. If they stay, they lose. You see the Venture diving your Tracer. Venture very low health, though. Able to get killed by your Lucio. Your team very smart in the way that they are moving here. The movement here, very intelligent. They know that once you go down, the push is over. The tank not overextending into the spawn and looking for cover. It's beautiful. Yeah, until he does, right? Until he does, right? It was really good, though. It was smart at first, but then you got too hungry. We know how it gets. It happens to the best of us. We're all guilty of it at some point. I believe you're back now. Yeah, I heard your feet. So you are diffing their tank hard right here. The tank is so worried about the Doomfist with the follow-up of the Lucio, who is firing kind of over the wall for your team, a little bit towards the Junker Queen. The follow-up of the Lucio plus Tracer is there, plus the Bastion is there. The tank had no ability to survive through that. There was no chance that Junker Queen was going to live through that amount of aggression on her. And with their Sojourn going down, you know that their team has no ability to fight you anymore. So this is the moment where you get super, super aggressive with them, and you just go hard as you possibly can, because what are they going to do about it, bro? What are they going to Suzu and run? That's the only thing they can do. And that's what I was talking about before, where there will come a moment where the Venture needs to dive, and if they don't dive, or dig, and if they don't dig, then they're going to die. There's nothing that they can do to save themselves if they don't keep dig off of cooldown, because once you go in, there's no way for Venture to survive the Doomfist. So that's exactly what they needed. They're able to get back to the health pack, but there isn't a health pack. And then they go down, right? You now see that they have a Roadhog. You see the pig pen going out. So right now, you see and you're registering in the moment. Even though you're looking forward and you're looking at this Roadhog, you watch the pig pen go down in the charge animation. And because of that, you are not going to charge into the pig pen. Right, there it is, right? Extremely smart gameplay. And he pulls you into it. So you Meteor Strike, and you want to Meteor Strike yourself out of there if possible. I don't think that this is, even though they're grouped up like this, I don't think this is the moment for you to dive back down, because their entire team is right here. So best case scenario, if you did dive back down on them, you would do it from here, and then that way you would be able to get the damage on the Sojourn and the Brig and potentially the Lucio, or like right here, and then you could kill the Lucio if he's close enough to you. Does Pigpen halt Doom Charge? No, but it does slow him in the time where he needs to be fully fully mobile. And because of the amount of slow that Pigpen actually does, the Doom can't get away and like retreat to places as quickly. So let's see what happens. You come immediately right back down on the Pigpen. You can't destroy that. So I know you can't destroy that, so you use the Rocket Punch, you're trying to push him off the map, but instead you push him back into the spawn with the help of your Moira, who is going in with Coalescence, gets the kill on the Lucio, gets the kill on the Brig, and they know that they can't push forward without their two supports, so they do what I always tell people to do, and walk back into the spawn where safety is guaranteed, right? They can't be hit from there, but you can be. You got your Rocket Punch charged, trying to push this hog off the map. Unfortunately, you're not able to. Very slick movement on your part. You need to break line of sight so that you can get healed up. Go all the way down to 90 hit points in that amount of time. Looking for that Rocket Punch charge again. They have an Echo now, which I don't understand why they swapped to Echo, but whatever. Maybe it's because, like, it's harder for you to charge them while they're in the air. And that's exactly what happens, right? But you go up there and get her out of the sky anyway.
This ends now.
And you dive directly into your Lucio in the moment where your Lucio is dropping the beat, which gives you the additional hit points necessary to survive the overclock here. And you are just keeping them off the point now. Right, and you can see that they're going to come over here. Replay that echo punch. Low-key was crazy. It really was. You got right up into their face. Into her face in the sky. Right here, right? Let's go ahead. We'll just back it up. This is where I said you need to go and break line of sight so that you don't get killed. They swapped over to echo. Bang. And like right here, the echo jumps up. You are able to jump up into the sky. Bang, and you get her in the sky with the rocket punch into the wall. So if we just look at that from the third person perspective, we're just gonna watch here, right here, because you charge rocket punch in the middle of your vertical movement of your dive, and in doing so are able to hit the echo in the sky with the punch. Right, so here's the dive, right? This is you charging rocket punch, bang, and you knock her into the wall, and then are able to follow up with the primary fire and kill her. As a very... That is, like, those are the moves that you can't pull off in low-level games. Like, that kind of stuff only happens when you are so confident in your ability to play the character. That you know that you can be in places like that. Because, like, low-level, like, a less confident person, a less, muscle memory, player would not understand that they can actually pull something like that off. So here you are. This is from Echo's perspective for Flow here. Jump up into the sky, bang, immediately taken out so fast that she didn't even know she was low health. Right? It didn't even register in her mind that she had gotten hit and punched into the wall there. And again, like I said, you dive into them to counter the overclock here. Both teams drop the beat, so you need to retreat here because, like, yours is going to end first. You need the healing. You get out of the way of the Hog's hook, and you're able to keep yourself alive in the Lucio's aura here. You go back to the point. Doom flying in there was hilarious. Dude. When a Doomfist, or like, I always talk about this with Junkrat, but it's equally scary with Doomfist. When these characters that are typically ground-based characters end up directly in your face when you're in the sky, it is a terrifying moment. As an Echo, trust me, dude, as an Echo main, that's a pants shitter. You're looking for it here, but the Sojourn uses her movement ability to get out of the way there. Your team goes down, your Lucio is down, your Moira is down, you know that it's time to retreat. You're just staying elusive here. DeMarcus, what's going on, dude? What's good? What's good with you, man? Not much here. We're reviewing a Master Doomfist gameplay where he just picked an Echo out of the sky with a rocket punch. And that's how you know we're in Masters, baby. The Tracer is retreating, kind of still taking the fight with the Roadhog. You are extremely low health, trying to get out of the way of the aggression of the enemy team. You have 2 seconds until your dive comes off cooldown. You just need to stay away from them as much as you can, but unfortunately they just they run you down here. But it doesn't matter. Your team has 88%. They only have 4%. They should know at this moment, as your Tracer retreats, they should know that they need to group up. They need to wait for you, and they should not be going in. Tracer's the only one who could realistically pull this off, right? That's only because she has the movement to be in and out of there. Bag, so you are back now. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back on you. Zach, thanks for being here, by the way. Thank you for sending in this gameplay. You go in, you're looking for that charged rocket punch, and you do get it. But right as you try to use it, the Roadhog hooks you. So you are not able to get the value out of it. With the Brig utilizing her rally, you know that you need to fight slightly out of melee range, because not only is the Brig a dangerous target in this moment, she can stun you, and that stun might be the thing that kills you. There it is, right? But your team is able to kill her with the help of the Tracer Pulse Bomb, so you're good to go. Their team also throws their tank away at this moment when they needed him most, and it doesn't matter that Echo turned into Bastion. It doesn't matter. Again, right up into the sky with the Echo. You start to charge the, you do the dive there. It looked like you were about to rocket punch, but then you just decided to primary fire her out of the way, and you follow up with a melee to finish off the rest of her hit points, and you are good to go. Right now, you're getting up into their team, looking for that charged punch. And you see that they have swapped over to Doom with your Meteor Strike off cooldown here. You finally have an ultimate to get out of the way where you need it most at 49 hit points. If you have the reaction speed to press it, because like you just got it at this moment. I assume that you probably will. No, unfortunately not, right? But like I said, you literally just got it right as I hit pause. You had no time to react to that at all. So very, very clutch movement on your part, though. They have a Doomfist as well, but like he's not going to be the caliber of Doomfist that you are, and we know that because if he was the caliber of Doomfist that you are, then he would have played Doom from the beginning and not been Reinhardt and then Junker Queen and then Roadhog and now Doomfist. You could tell when a person switches characters that many times that they don't know how to play, right? They're not as good as they hope they were. They don't know what to do to counter you, and that's the problem, right? Yes, he has the gold fist. I'm not believing it. Your team puts it into overtime there. You are on your way back out of the spawn. The only thing your team needs to do is stay alive at this moment. Literally, as I say that, the Tracer goes flying off the edge from the, or gets railgunned in the face, in the face even. Bang. So you're gonna doom diff this Doomfist. Try saying that 10 times fast, dude. Jesus. You're saving your Meteor Strike for the moment when you need to survive. You're going in with this charged punch. You need to get somebody into your line of sight here. And they see that you are power blocking, so they don't charge you up. Smart on their part. And again, you're just putting in this damage, putting in the aggression. You're getting ready. You're looking for your moment. Waiting for somebody to get low enough. And there it is. That's the moment, right? You got powered up by your Ana. You got the nano boost. That's enough to push them into the wall and one-hit them. Even with a non-empowered punch, the enough charge with nano boost will push them into a wall and kill players that are like 75% health. So you're good to go there. You're gonna finish up on this Brig. She can't do anything to stop you, dude. Yeah, you follow up with a couple of melees, and that's the end of her. You missed on that Sojourn, but you follow back up with the dive, and like, what are they gonna do about it, bro? You get the team kill, you use the Meteor Strike, you pop that voice line, you know, and they say chivalry is dead, and then you give the team a big golden middle finger, right? Like, you absolutely slayed in that gameplay, dude. Like, some ridiculously good movement on your part. The only time where you know that it happened, right? The only time where you made mistakes is when you got too aggressive in the beginning and you got put down, and then it happened 3 times in a row. So you knew when you went in that you should not have done it, right? And then you did it one time in round 2 where like you used your movement ability to get out, but then decided you were going to go back in hungry for the Junker Queen kill, and it ended up costing you your life. You knew you shouldn't have done it, but you were able to follow up. And in the first round, your Genji was the reason why you guys were able to win it. Like, he pulled it out for your squad. I've officially quit Overwatch 2 as of today. What happened? Why'd you quit, Zach? Did you just do all you could do? Did you feel like you're just done with it? What happened? Why'd you quit? And they say, chivalry is dead. Yo, Flo, I swear to God, I did that last night. I did exactly what you just did to a team after I destroyed them last night. It was ridiculous. I play too much, too addicted. Yo, I understand. I've been there. I get tilted losing games. Well, you can't tilt. Especially you. Like, you have a really strong set of fundamentals as it is. You have no reason to be tilted. Like, you have no reason to get upset. You are really good at the game, and you have to remember that the game is designed to make you lose 50% of the time. So, like, you're only going to win half the games. So if you're at least winning half, then you know that you're playing really well, right? Like, I don't think that you have anything to be upset about. Like, even if you look, even like the best streamers, like even if you look at like people that used to play in the Overwatch League, you go to their streams, you'll see their record for the day. Like, they're down 7, like they've won 7 games, they've lost 10 games, right? Like, this happens to everyone. It's tough in higher up lobbies when you're 1 game off GM, but you get someone inting all game. Yeah, I get it, dude. I get it. Like, the competitive aspect of it is part of the thing that makes it not fun for a lot of people. Like, the competitive as a mode can be so tied to your ability, like, to enjoy the game. Like, seeing the number go up is the thing that you play the game for, right? And like, after a certain point, if you don't get to see the number go up anymore, like, is it even fun? Like, is it like, are you even having a good time anymore? Comp makes me tilt. Yeah, that's exactly the reason why I stopped playing comp. Like, not only does it make me tilt, but like the thing that pisses me off the most is like the amount of people who are like rude or like shit talking or like, and for no reason, or just like an asshole for no reason. Like, it doesn't make sense why everybody would, like, why would you want to piss people off on your own team in the middle of a comp game when you know that we still have 3 rounds left to win? Like, it does not make, like, at the end of a first round, you'll see, like, the enemy team will push it all the way to the end, you're on defense, the enemy team pushes it all the way to the end, and then immediately someone will be in voice chat or in text chat calling out that your healers suck, or your tank sucks, or your DPS suck, and it's just like, bro, we have 3 rounds that we still have to win this game, or at least 2, right? Like, we have to push it all the way to the end, and then stop them from pushing it to the first point, and then get to the first point, and it's like, and that's the problem, right? Like, that's why it's not fun, because like, as soon as they start doing that, everybody on your team falls apart. Like, the coordination falls apart, your ability to make plays as like intelligently falls apart. Like, the amount of tilt that you have is directly comparable to the how well you played, like to how good that you're doing in the game. The more you get mad, the worse you do, right? Like, your performance, it's like this scale, right? It's the scales of justice. As soon as you start getting pissed off, your performance goes down in the other direction, and like, and that shit's just not fun. And that's why it's more fun to play quick play. And like, yeah, there are games in quick play where people will be like, hey, I'm just going to do this because it's quick play and I want to practice this character. Or like, they'll sit there and wave at each other. That's the shit that really tilts me, is where they just sit there and wave and they don't play the game. Like, yes, I get that it's quick play, but I'm hyper competitive at my core, and because of that, I can't take not playing the game the right way. Like, it makes me so agitated. Like, yes, wave at each other, right? But then continue to play the game. Right? Like, don't just stand on the point and sit there and go, hiya, as D.Va, and like, now you don't have a tank for the entire game. Like, it's terrible. But at least it's just quick play, and at the end of the match, in 5 minutes, you'll be gone, and you'll never see those people again until, like, the next time you see them, and hopefully then they're on the other team, so you can railgun them between their eyes, right? That happens in Masters too. Yeah, exactly, bro. It happens like, and Uni is starting back up this week. I get it. And like, it happens through all the ranks. And again, and it's always people who don't know how to play the game that are talking the most shit. Like, it's always the people with like a 2 endorsement rating that don't know how to play Overwatch that are sit there talking shit like they're the authority on the matter. And it's like, my guy, you have 9 deaths. Shut up, right? Like, it's so bad. Like, it's so bad. And like, nobody likes that. Nobody enjoys that part of competitive. It gets like that in almost every single game. And like, so at a certain point, you got to ask yourself, why would you want to do it, right? The game Overwatch as a whole is very fun. It's very enjoyable. We like getting into lobbies. We like using the skill expression of the characters. Like, each hero feels really good to play, like, to an extent, right? There are some that maybe aren't as good feeling to play as others, but like, for the most part, a lot of heroes feel really good to play. It's really fun to get in there and show off how good we are. But the last thing we need is some, like, troglodyte telling us that we don't understand how to play our character, and then they're sitting there with 11 deaths and 4 kills and 2,000 damage on the board, and it's like, you're the tank. Like, what happened, bro? How did this divide happen, right? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, and that, again, that's why, like, it's just better to play quick play. There's no number that you tie to your enjoyment of the game. Like, you don't have to watch a number go up or down based on your performance. And not only that, it's more competitive because you only have one chance. You only have one chance. You either win or lose based solely on the performance of the first round. You have one round, you have one chance, and if you don't do it, then you fucking lose, right? And that's why competitive is a less competitive experience, ironically, than quick play. You've seen the teams I get ranked in. Flo, your teams are abysmal. I don't know how you play in those teams. I'm like, dude, I'd be going to play arcade after that, right? Like, I'd be going, like, I'm going to play fucking Lucio Ball after your games, Flo. Like, your games are crazy. I've never seen people not understand how to play a video game more. You get literal potatoes. That's why I'd be nice in comp no matter what. DeMarcus, that is the way. That is the way of the future, bro. If you're not nice in competitive, you are throwing for your squad. The first person who is rude in comp and no one stops him from being a bully, that is the end of the game for everybody, basically. Like, the end of the enjoyment for everyone when someone starts being a jerk, and then you can't have fun anymore. Nobody has fun after it stops, after somebody starts talking shit. It ruins the whole thing for everybody. Ruins the whole thing. Anyway, Zach, thanks for sending in that gameplay. I'm sorry that you decided to quit. Hopefully, you know, you come back and you decide to play some more, and it maybe doesn't have that much tied to it, you know? Maybe it doesn't have to be so serious. Like I said, just play some quick play, bro. You'll feel better. You'll feel differently about the game if you don't tie so much, excuse me. If you don't tie so much value into whether or not you win or the number goes up. You are as good as you are. And you know, don't get discouraged by that. Have you tried out the Mirror Watch event? It's pretty fun. I have not tried it, although I did read through some of the patch notes for it, and I like some of the ability changes that they put in there. I think they're, like, low-key testing out things that they thought might be a good idea and potentially want to put into the game, but haven't yet decided to try. And I think that the, like I said, the Mirror Watch event with the, some of the changes that they did are pretty neat, pretty cool, more so than the April Fool's Day stuff, because, like, the April Fool's Day stuff was, like, intentionally silly, but I think that the Mirror Watch stuff, at least from what I've read, it actually looks like some of it could be low-key competitive, you know, like, low-key, this might be something that we put into the game, or, like, we might see in a future patch, and I think that's kind of exciting. Like, I think it was Doomfist potentially getting a shield, right? During Power Block, I think it was. I thought that was a really cool addition to the character, because you think about Doom, like, the one thing he's missing is a way to defend for his team. So if during that he's able to, like, actually defend a little bit, that'd be awesome. Ryan power boosts his shield is pretty crazy, not gonna lie. I think that the changes to Ryan are maybe the most necessary changes in the game. Doom and Ryan are so good in those. Yeah, maybe I will give it a shot here, like, off stream, and just see if I like it. Typically, I don't like fucking with the format. I've been swearing a lot in the last, like, couple of minutes, I'm sorry. Typically, I don't like messing with the format of the game, because, like, that is how you get better, and if the show is about getting better at Overwatch, then playing around with the format and changing it up and making it so that, like, you can't lean into the thing that we're trying, like, the value proposition of what I'm trying to do here doesn't really make sense. Bro got tilted just talking about ranked. I swear to God, Flo, you have, like, I get so agitated when people start talking, like, talking smack to me, because I will focus up and destroy them. Like 1v1 me then, dog. Like, if we're gonna take it there, let's go. Let's go into a custom game. You know what I mean? Like, let's see. I mean, if you got some hair on your balls, let's see, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And, like, I don't want to be like that. That's not a good place for me to be, because, like, my value as a person is not tied to how well I do in a video game. So, I don't need to feel this way, and I don't care, right? Like, it's easier to enjoy the game as a game and not care about it like it's my life. And, you know, and people treat it like it's, like, do or die, to the point, like, in comp where, like, if one person is, and it's not even always me. A lot of the time it's not me, but they'll just be talking smack on, like, a support player, or, like, on the tank, right? And, like, and most of the time the person that they're talking shit on is doing fine. And then you got to be like, I got to come into voice and be like, stop bullying him. And then they'll start they'll try and do the rebuttal, and I'll be like, no, we don't care about your stupid thoughts, we don't care about what you think, stop bullying him or I'm going to report you, right? And then all of a sudden everybody's attitude completely changes around. It's like, that's the only way to deal with it. If you tell people to stop bullying each other and you get aggressive back with them about not doing what they're doing, all of a sudden everybody's playing as a team again. But again, like, it does negatively affect your performance in a game. It does. Like, it flat out. There's no stopping that.
How y'all doing?
All right, so we got this is going to be our last gameplay that we're reviewing. Just a quick play game here. We have an Ashe gameplay sent in by Spud. We're going into the DPS route here. We are starting off. We have a Moira. We have, a Kiriko. We have an Ana. We have a Roadhog and Ashe. I don't know what your other DPS is going to be, but this is looking like a solid team. The Roadhog can easily get a lot of value out of the anti-heal and then easily be healed up by both the Suzu and the Kiriko. The Kiriko being able to cleanse off the enemy team's anti-heal is going to be clutch for the Roadhog to stay alive. On the other team, they have an Ana, so you know that anti-heal is going to be coming. They also have a Mercy, who is just a worse version of every other support, like at the top tier, right? Just a worse version of Kiriko, a worse version of Moira. So Mercy probably is going to do their best to keep your team, or to keep their team rezzed in the moments when they need it. Also, we're facing off against Adventurer, who is a person that Spud has an ego duel with every time I see them. So I was told that this person is a pain in Spud's ass, and every time they get into a group together, they end up fighting it out. So hopefully she doesn't try and take a duel as Ashe with a Reinhardt. It's not going to go well for her. They have a Venture, they have a Genji, so the dive is going to be strong in this team, but they have a Reinhardt, so they don't have a tank based around dive, and they have a Mercy, so they don't have a support lineup based around dive either. Their team comp kind of sucks. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee in the final 10 seconds. I'm sorry for everybody who left during my rant about how bad competitive is.
Dynamite out.
1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
That was a pretty sick dynamite off the start here. In Junkertown, you need to be hesitant to peek as soon as the game starts. You want to always expect that they have a Widowmaker on attack. So you should be expecting that a sniper is going to come from that top door. And even though it's an Ana, it very well could be a Widowmaker. And in the moment when you used your coach gun to launch yourself up back onto the high ground position, if the Widow had been on their team and if you had been in higher ranks, you would have gotten sniped out of the air. It literally only takes 1 second for you to be in the air like that with a very predictable trajectory of falling. You will just get sniped. That'll be the end of you. So every single time the doors open on Junkertown, expect the Widowmaker to be there. It's like King's Row, but in Australia. All right, so you're waiting. You're looking for your angle here. You're not getting too aggressive. You're not putting yourself out of position. You get a couple of shots on that Mercy. That's a nice headshot there. You're going to go for that dynamite, try to follow up on that damage you put in, but you didn't get it, and you don't chase, which is great. You see that the tank is your rival, so now you know, like, now we're going to watch you tunnel vision onto the tank, right? That's what I would expect. Thankfully, you're not. That's good. You see that the Genji is up on the high ground, so you put in some shots. This is good. You're maintaining your high ground position pretty well. I would say you're a little bit far away from your piece of cover. You could potentially utilize this as well as a better piece of cover, but you are able to get a good angle from here. So not too much that I can say about this being wrong. I think your team is doing pretty well at holding so far. Conceding ground where they need to, not pushing too deep. You're reloading the whole gun. That's good. Got yourself set up for the fight to come. Okay, so now that the Genji has come forward, your Ana missed the sleep dart there. You utilize your coach gun to try and get out of the way. I would say try and save that as best you can, because, like, you didn't get dove in that moment, but if you had, you might have needed that coach gun. You didn't really boop the Genji off. You just kind of, we kind of wasted that one, unfortunately. Trying to get this Mercy out of the sky. This is great. And now would be the time for the coach gun, right? The Genji is able to deflect at the moment when you needed him to be vulnerable. You tried to get him with the dynamite, and unfortunately you just shot it a little bit too early. It is what it is, but that was a good idea on your part. You have very good accuracy as well. You can see that their Mercy is down, but now your tank is down, so it's time for you to leave. Like, you have lost this fight now. Yes, they C9'd the point. Yes, they did. They absolutely C9'd the point. However, unless your team is able to kill their tank, you have lost this fight. Check, what's going on, bro? Check, I miss you. Over on Twitch, Check, we are also live on the DudeNoWay live channel on YouTube right now, so if you want to hang out in the YouTube chat, you can also find us there. Also, all of the VOD replays of all of the streams I've done in the last, like, 2 months, there's a lot of them. There's, like, 50 or 60 of them. They're all there as well. It's good to see you, man. We got a gameplay review here from one of our viewers. And so your team was able to kill their tank, and because their tank goes down, you're now kind of even here. You also killed one of their DPS, so they have to come back out of the spawn, but with you having a Roadhog, who is now an Orisa, like, it's gonna take them a long time to get back. So you need to reposition from the high ground angle. I would say it's time. You could, realistically, you could even leave. Maybe you play it right here. This would be the spot that I would probably play it from, but realistically, you could even leave and go up to this high ground position in the meantime while you're waiting for them to come out of the spawn, and that way you can keep yourself safe. Sorry, had an ad, couldn't hear you. How's it going? Check, man, it's going good, dude. I miss you, and I'm glad that things are, I hope things are going well. I'm glad you're here. I was saying that we're also live on the DudeNoWay live channel over on YouTube, so if you want to see any of the VOD reviews, or any of the replays, they're all saved over there. Twitch only saves your stuff for 2 weeks, so. So you're playing back. You need to play your high ground here. Being on the low ground as a sniper is never the play. And you get put to sleep. You will probably not get followed up on in this moment, but this should be death for you. You have a health pack right over here. Don't forget about your health pack. You know that your Kiriko is with you, but that being said, you may need that. You're looking for the kill on that Genji, but you saw the Mercy come into your line of sight there. That would have been your moment to have killed her. You realized at that second that the Mercy was flying through, and you had your opportunity to kill her, and you didn't. See, now you're on her. It's okay, yeah, you need to go right now. You need to go. You have a health pack right next to you. You need to back up, get around the corner, get into this health pack. Let the tank be the front of this fight. You have all of the freedom to kill this Mercy right now. Okay, so right now, the Genji is on you. The Ana stole your health pack. She needs to put him to sleep, or else you are dead. Let's see. She misses the sleep dart. So, you and Ana probably dead in this moment, unfortunately. Yeah, I had a feeling that was about to happen. The only thing she could have done to have saved you guys would have been to put Genji to sleep during Dragon Blade. The fact that she didn't, you know, it's tough to hit those shots, especially when the pressure is on. Unfortunately, your team has lost point 1 here. Nothing you can do to save this. You can't win. So if your team keeps fighting, they're just going to die. Your Kiriko got out. Your Genji is coming back. The Orisa on your team is also retreating. This is good. Again, we can't win this. If their team just stays on point, they'll be fine to win. At least point 1, right? This is the moment when they push it in. I'm glad that your team didn't go out and commit their life to a losing fight there. So that's great. You see your Ana is back, which means that you are also back. We're going to put it on you. You've got your high ground position here. This is what you like to see. You always want to be in the high ground. You don't need to push any farther forward than this because you know that they already have the point. You're looking for those headshots, but you're not able to get them because of the weird angle of Orisa's head. Again, you just chill out here. When you hear the dragon becomes me, this is the moment where you move your high ground position from here over to here because you know that you need to follow up on your Genji or potentially save him. That being said, Genji is out here all alone. The doors are about to close if they haven't already, and your team is probably going to lose your other DPS here. Doors are still open, though, at least for another second, so let's see what happens. You walk up these stairs, and you go to this high ground. This is the place where you are most safe, least likely to die. You have this angle, and you have this angle. You can peek out and try and get the kills. While you're on the ground, you are very, very vulnerable. And Genji's gonna pop his deflect as soon as he takes damage. And unfortunately, your Genji goes down, right? Your Ana is able to kill their Ana, which is a good stagger for your team, but their spawn is right outside this door, so there's really not much that can be done right here. You guys need to retreat. Orisa needs to retreat or else she loses. Here she comes using the spear spin to push herself along. This is good. And you wait to blow up the dynamite because you see that the Venture is coming through. That was very good trigger discipline on your part. That's awesome. Good job. Bro, literally? Literally what? I'm sorry. The Genji threw. This was good. That was good use of the coach gun to get yourself back up to the high ground position. This is really good. Solid. You see the Ana is here now, right? And now it's sniper v sniper. You have Bob to contest this point when your team gets back together. You're in a 4v5 right now, but potentially their Venture will get back before you. In my last team, Moira blamed us. Yeah, dude, you can't be blaming people, right? The blame lies in all of us. We win as a team, we lose as a team. And that's what you got to tell people. We win and lose as a team. If there's somebody shit talking, right, and you lose the game, they didn't carry hard enough. That's what it comes down to. And that's what you tell them, right? If it's really like that, then you should have carried harder. And they won't like to hear that, but that's the truth. If it's really that bad, if they knew the Moira was bad, or if they knew somebody was bad, and they have a problem with it, they should have carried harder. You break line of sight there, you got the anti-heal on you, but you immediately get teleported to, Suzu'd, and healed back up by your Kiriko. This is great. It's time to use Bob. It's time to use Bob now. Your whole team's together. You've got your Orisas up there. Yes, she's taking a nap right now, but your whole team is here. You use Bob. You send him right down there on the payload to stop the payload moving forward and force them to get off. And in doing so, you will be able to stop their push for a few more seconds. Also, the longer you hold on to Bob, the less Bobs you will have, right? You wanna utilize your ultimate as quickly as possible whenever the situation comes up. Always in a 5v5 though, so that your team gets an extra person essentially with Bob, and you can utilize that to be a 6v5 versus the enemy team, and then you win. But if you hold it, if you keep holding it, there you go. There you go. If you keep holding it, then you miss out on your opportunity to generate another one. And their tank goes down, which means that their fight is over, right? Like, they just lose now. Doesn't matter what they do, they've lost this fight. You go and you look to see if there's anybody down here. You didn't need to give up your high ground position, though. And Bob didn't get any kills, but that's okay. He did the thing that Bob needed to do, which was be a point presence and make it scary for them. And with his damage plus your Orisa, you were able to kill their tank. So it's good to go. And now their team is staggered, and they know that, so they're going to fall back. This team, your enemy team, is actually really good at retreating and getting back together, which is smart on their part, because they could really lose if they don't. This is good, this is good. You're utilizing the high ground to keep yourself safe. You're looking for that kill on the Mercy. Bang, and you do get that Mercy down. With the Mercy down, their team cannot push forward. They cannot push the payload at this moment because they need her. And you're going to try and get the kill on this Ana. Your shot was a little rocky there off the beginning, but you were able to take her down. You see this Genji, right? This Genji is looking at you. The next thing that he's going to do is charge up to your position. So you want to save your coach gun for the moment that he does, and immediately coach gun him back off, and then start retreating so that you can get yourself to safety. Because once you coach gun him off, so what's going to happen is he's going to dive up to you, be right in your face, right? And then you're going to coach gun him back down, and then he's going to run up this wall and be right back in your face. So you need to use the moment immediately after you coach gun to retreat. I take it back. The Genji deflected, put his crosshair on your head. You shot him during his deflect and shot yourself in your head. So that feels bad, right? Feels bad, but it is what it is. Like, you had really good shots here. And the Genji was able to put the head, like the deflect on your head. So nothing really that can be said about that. Good shots on Genji's part, right? All right, so your team's in a 3v5. Your tank needs to start retreating. Being on this high ground position, there's only so much she can do up there. The enemy tank needs a heal, though, so she gets pushed back for at least another second. The Venture is going to dive in, try and take the fight with your supports. No, the Venture decided to reposition and wait for the team to follow up. And now they're taking the fight with your tank. This was a weird Kitsune rush, right? Yes, the Kitsune rush went off, but there's only 3 people here. Part of the Kitsune rush is on the high ground position. I'm gonna have to send this person a message real quick. Part of the Kitsune rush is on the high ground position, which is good for the Kiriko, who can potentially, like, keep herself alive against this Genji. But it's not going to work right now for your team because there's nobody to follow up with this. It's only the Orisa down there. And yes, she's inside the Kitsune rush, and she does get the nano boost. So potentially with the amount of additional damage plus the additional fire rate from the 2 support ultimates, like, she can maybe just mow through the enemy tank. But it's very unlikely that that will happen. Again, we talk about this all the time. The Orisa's value proposition is that she can live forever if she gets enough support, and I think that Kiriko will probably die here in this moment if she doesn't teleport out. Your tank is going in. They get anti-healed, which is bad for her. She gets cleansed, but she's going too deep right now. She spear spins the Ana, but your tank puts herself into a corner. And, like, nobody puts baby in a corner except herself, right? And now this Orisa's probably gonna die right here. That's what you get. She shouldn't have been there. She should not have been in that spot. I think you are back here. You are. And you see that the Venture is about to come out. So you back up. You utilize your positioning, smart positioning on your part. Throw the dynamite so that you can catch them inside of the dynamite as soon as they come up out of the ground. This is great. Bang. And you're able to get them with the burn there. And their mercy needs to be on them immediately. Now you know that you need to take out one of their support, right? So you're looking for it on their Ana. Because if you don't take out one of their support, like I said, the Mercy's just going to keep the supporter just going to keep the Orisa alive forever. So one of theirs needs to die. You're able to get some good value there. You got to go though. Yeah, it's over. It's over. That even if you had gotten a heal at that moment, the Ana is going to try and sleep this Genji. That was a really nice sleep, but she still dies to the amount of damage the Orisa is able to put out from range. The Genji wastes his Dragon Blade. You can see him taking a nap with his sword on his side there. That's actually a really funny image. I'm going to print screen that because I like that. That's hilarious. But your team's push is over. You have effectively lost point 2. There's kind of no reason to contest from this point forward. It would be very unlikely that your team is able to. I think your Orisa might be butthurt Betty a little bit and might potentially try and go out to try and contest this. If she does, she will throw and ruin your ability to have a 5v5 as they come through the door, and then you guys will have to fight them around this first corner. That would not be good. That would not be good for your team. Alright, so Orisa's not going in. She's not taking the bait. This is good. This is great. You don't want Orisa to kill herself for no reason. You're on your way back here. You're looking for anybody that pushes forward. Again, you have lost point 2, and you know that, so you're not going in. Genji doesn't know that, though, and he thinks that he is like year 1 Overwatch 1 Genji, who is able to use Dragon Blade with no nano boost and just go in and kill the enemy team, and because of that, this Genji's gonna die.
I bless you.
And there he goes. We'll see you later, Genji. That's his fault, though. That's not your fault. You use your high ground position here to try and you're going to throw the dynamite and try and get the burn on them. The more damage you can put out, the better, right? Everybody who's burning is charging your ultimate as well. So, that's great for you. You see, you got like almost 10% ult charge off of that one dynamite alone. That was a really good move on your part, and then you immediately got out of there. You see that the Mercy is going for the res here. You want the kill, but you can't get her. Her res animation's too fast, and because of the payload being there, just one missed shot, you would have needed to hit her twice anyway, potentially 3 times with this distance. It's just not going to happen, unfortunately. But you're about to have a bob here, again, for this next point. Your Orisa uses ultimate while she's in there with a lot of the enemy team. She is half health. The enemy Orisa is low health, so potentially their tank dies here. But again, you guys are fighting them right outside their spawn. Their tank does go down. The res is on cooldown, so you know you can't, you won't have to deal with the Orisa coming back yet. But you guys are fighting them right at their spawn. No tags on that dynamite, that's okay. You're looking for the high ground position here. That's really good use of the coach gun to get yourself up to the high ground. Okay.
My ultimate is ready.
All right, so good. You're waiting, and like you're waiting for your moment. You're not overextending. This is really solid play on your part and your team. You notice that your Kiriko is not doing it either. Your tank is not doing it either. No one is overplaying their hand at this moment. It's only Genji who doesn't know how to play Overwatch. With you being low, you can press the I need healing button, but what's more likely is that you should just wait for your health to respawn, to regen on its own, because it's unlikely that the Kiriko will teleport up to you. If you had waited, you would have lived. You could have stayed right here, right? You stop moving, you crouch, right? Crouching is the most important part, right? You crouch down right in this corner, and you wait. And you wait, and as time, like as 5 seconds, I think it is, goes by, you will start regenerating health, and then you get yourself back up to full health, and then you walk out across this, you coach gun yourself over here, or you just walk directly across when it lines up, and then you go back over to this high ground position, and you would have been fine. All you had to do was wait in that moment. Hindsight is 20/20, but that's what these are for, right? So this is the end of your team's fight at the spawn there. You see that your Genji is here. Thankfully, he doesn't have a Dragon Blade. Hopefully, he doesn't throw his own life away. He is the only person alive. And right now, doing this, there's no chance that he actually gets a kill. So what he's actually doing is charging the ultimate of the Ana and charging the ultimate of the Mercy, who already has Valk, but that's neither here nor there. When you can't get a kill, when you know you can't get a kill, damaging the enemy team does nothing except for charge a bunch of people's ultimates on their side. Because everybody that shoots Genji is getting ultimate charge. Every bit of damage that he does is getting healed up by the support, which is charging the support ultimates. And then he is trading essentially his 1 ult charge gain for the 5 ult charge gain of the enemy team. And this is chump play. We don't do this. We wait for the team. Right, because here's Genji getting ultimate charge off of him. Here's Venture getting ultimate charge off of him. Any damage he puts out, Mercy's healing up, getting that ult charge too. And it doesn't, like, again, like, it doesn't matter. He gained 6% ultimate charge off of that. But he gave 4 people at least ult charge on the enemy. Terrible.
I'm with you.
Okay, you look for the angle, but you can't get it. Unfortunately, the Mercy is able to stay alive. You coach gun yourself up into the sky, and unfortunately you just missed slightly, so you're gonna have to wait for that coach gun cooldown. So you look for the angle from the side here. With you isolating yourself and no movement ability, going out this far, as soon as you saw that you couldn't get it from here, like that there was nobody kind of out of position from here, you are now too far away to realistically get to the health pack and live if you get dove by Genji or Venture or both. You can't, as Ashe, get yourself to a safe place while you're this far out. You had the right idea trying to take a little bit of a sight line on the flank, but as soon as you make it to here, and like you see you're like 5 steps past here, as soon as you make it to here, you have lost your ability to make it back in time. So if you shoot... That's one way. If you shoot, you put yourself in a position where you will likely die. And your Genji follows up with you and is able to kill their Genji, which is great. But unfortunately, Bob is wasted back here. He's not able to do what you need Bob to do. And in this moment, you could have... If you had seen that you had nobody there, you could have gone back over here and then sent Bob forward onto the payload, because Bob counts as a teammate and will stop them from being able to push it. He actually will contest the payload for you, but because he's not on it, he's not able to do that. And you get a lot of damage out on that Orisa with the hip fire. Even with the damage going out with the hip fire, I think that the Kitsune could have let you kill her a little bit faster because of the additional time, right? The additional time between your shots is reduced during the Kitsune rush. You were slightly out of it. It was still forming around you. Spud, what's going on? You're late? It's okay. Don't worry. There was plenty to look at for when the show is over. Excuse me. You're doing the right thing here. You've got the contest going on. Your team has won this fight. You're able to get the kill. You're able to get the kill on that Mercy, which is really good. You've got good shots, you've got good positioning, you're taking the high ground between fights, which is awesome. You're utilizing the cog to get yourself into a potential line of sight with somebody. You might be able to snag a kill with Genji here off the start, which is good. Genji gets nano boosted, but the team is not together. So here comes Hog. So maybe this works, but this should have waited. This ult combo should have waited until the enemy team were out. If they were out, then Genji wouldn't have to go so far. Because he has to go up here to get value out of the nano boost, he line of sights his own healers, and that will effectively kill Genji. So like this, she just kind of blew her load a little bit early there on the Genji, and if Genji goes in with Dragon Blade, he's gonna die. So like, this could have been a really powerful ult combo though. Here it comes. Well, we'll see Genji later. He got slept. He does get one kill, which immediately gets... he gets a kill on the Ana, which is good, but the Mercy is able to res the Venture immediately, so not so great. And then Genji is too far away, gets finished off by their Genji. This is exactly what I was talking about, right? Like, just a little bit too early. I'm worse at DPS, so I would love all the advice. You're actually really good in most of the things that you've done. There were only a few times where I've had pointers for you, and I saw that you misplayed certain things. Your Ana and your Genji misplayed this moment, though. They took away your ability to have a solid fight. Again, fighting at their spawn is never the way. Because look, the Ana's just back already. And where's Genji? Still respawning. Your Ana's also dead here. Okay, when your tank goes down, it's time to go. As soon as you see that tank go down, it's time to get out of here. Also, that's the third person that went down for your squad. So I would have started retreating at 2. You know, you still keep the angles. You try for it, but right now, don't get greedy. You need to leave. You're getting greedy. It's gonna result in your death. This is where you die. Yeah, we don't get greedy. We needed to retreat at 2, start retreating at 2, people down, and then, like, still keep the angle, still fight, but don't, like, put yourself in a position where you can easily leave, right? When the tank went down, it was 100% time to disengage and get out. Because once the tank is down, there's nobody to be your face. There's nobody to be the front of the fight anymore, and you just fall apart. Like, your team's gonna just die. The Kiriko also needs to teleport out of here, and if she doesn't, she also will just die. She does get out of there. My brain is so used to tank, it forgets that I don't have the extra 400 health. It happens to the best of us. Like, honestly, when you swap roles a lot, and you play, like, flex queue, or you play, open queue, stuff like that, like, those are the moments where we make the most mistakes, because our muscle memory is trained for one thing, and a different thing is actually happening, but that's also how you grow the most, because you are able to get the perspective of the other characters, and know how they feel in certain scenarios. So when you see that in the future, and you are playing whoever you're playing, you know more about the game because you were in the scenario where it was live or die for you. Your tank is coming out. Your Kiriko goes down. This is what I was talking about. She needed to retreat and get back to people. She teleported away, but only like 5 feet behind her. Your Ana's getting very low here. This is the moment where your Genji's gonna die. He's throwing his life away. There's no saving him. Adventurer, again, I said that at the beginning. I said that, like, I was afraid that you were gonna ego duel the tank because this is your rival. This is the Gary Oak to your Ash. That's funny. You get my joke? That's a good one. So, unfortunately, you had to face off against your rival here. Thankfully, you did not ego duel them over and over again. That is great. Your Genji is too far in. Your Ana can't get to him. The nano boost from the enemy team goes out, and it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, I believe she nano boosted Mercy, which is hilarious. I don't understand. Thankfully, oh, Flo, that was a good one. The father in me is pleased. Yeah, so your Genji goes down. Look, dude, she nano boosted, she nano boosted Mercy, so Mercy's like, fuck it, and she pulls out the guns, dude. She, like, oh my god, what just happened? So Mercy's dead. Oh, she got away. Your Hog sucks. Your Hog sucks for that one. Yeah, exactly, Flo, the drums. You're back, so you're utilizing your angle here. You are standing in the middle of the open, though, and you've got your feet stuck inside of a speaker. This is geometry made to trip you up while you try and use the jiggle peek here. This extra speaker is literally made to mess up your positioning. It's literally there only for that purpose. Don't forget to jiggle peek from the speaker. Standing out in the open like this, yes, you can get the angle on people, but you don't need the additional space to be able to hit them from here. You can jiggle peek here, and you will keep yourself safe with the cover of the speaker. More important to stand near cover. You're able to get their Mercy down. The Dragon Blade comes in and finishes you off. That's unfortunate. I didn't even hear the Genji over there, but again, like the space that you were in is part of the reason why you went down. The other part is like his ultimate was going off. I was too busy talking, so I didn't hear him pop that, but potentially he dies right here. And he does. So this is good for your team. Somebody needs to contest, though, right? Everyone has forgotten about the point. Your tank has retreated. Their Orisa has no support right now and is just literally pushing the payload in for free. I take it back. Everyone has forgotten the payload even exists. Fuck winning the game. We're in a fight, baby. I don't understand how this happens. Oh, there she goes. Someone needs to contest. If we don't contest right now, yes, the whole hog is very effective. The spear spin can stop it. The Orisa can literally just walk it in right now. There we go. There we go. We figured it out. Oh my god. I really thought that was about to be the end. I really thought your team was about to C9 the point. Thank goodness. The Orisa gets away. What we don't want to do is get hungry. Pay what? Never heard of it. That's it. Never heard of a payload. Like, this isn't the win condition. Not at all. Is it expensive? Yeah. Yeah, it's expensive. It costs you the game.
60 seconds remaining.
We're so good at this humor shit. That was a good coach gun. You got yourself up to a high ground position. You're able to take an angle. Don't get too aggressive with your angle here, though. Remember that you need to know that there's a situation where you need to come back to this, and it could happen very quickly. So if you push out too far, this is your moment where you can take it from here just a little bit, but as soon as it gets over here, you need to, like, as soon as their team starts coming, you need to get on the cog and walk back to this high ground position. The over peaking right here, the amount of space that you take is going to be directly representative of whether or not you can die. If you push all the way out, or you can survive, I mean. If you push all the way out, the Genji is going to come up to you and dive you, and you will die before you make it back to your team. However, if you play it tight to the corner, then you will be able to make it to the other high ground position before you go back to the respawn screen. Can it be recycled? I mean, over here, it looks like everything on the payload is recycled. It kind of looks, in my opinion, aside from, like, the gold bars, right? Like, the entire payload looks like it's made of recycled material. Look, we got a license plate on there. We got some tires for whatever reason. I don't know why you can't explode the dynamite on the payload. It's got 2 license plates. Like, this is apparently a street legal vehicle. So, like I said, here's Genji to dive you. You need to get back to your high ground piece of cover. You looking for the kill on this Mercy? You lost your high ground here. Oh, no. Oh, you're so lucky. You're getting hungry for it. You're getting hungry for it. You put yourself into the position of safety. You coach gunned yourself up onto the wheel, like the fin of the cog. This would have been the moment where you could have saved yourself. You needed to walk back across. Don't get too greedy for this, because you'll probably die. And there it is, right? There it is. That's unfortunate. I'm so sorry. In case you didn't know, this is canonically how Australia looks. You know, I heard that Australia is actually pretty similar to the Junkertown map. Spikes on tires and all. I mean, you got to get through the dirt somehow, right? All right, so your team loses right here. There's so many people on the payload, so many of their team on the payload. Your Genji is the only one out here contesting it. This is the moment where your Genji's gonna die. This is the moment where your team loses. I don't know why Hog is so afraid of going to the payload, but if he doesn't get there right now, it's over. And it's over. That's unfortunate. He C9'd the point, right? So that's the moment, right? That is the moment where you lost. You could have kept yourself alive. You gave, like, you even put yourself back into the position you needed to survive. He wasn't even low health. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't like he's allergic to the payload. Like, something about the spikes on the tires or, like, the license plate, it must make him sneeze or something, because he just couldn't stay on it. He couldn't contest worth a damn. I don't know why, but there it is, right? So, there were a couple of times in this game where you were out of position. That was your main problem in this game, where you were really good at taking positions, you were good at taking high ground between fights, you knew the places you need to be, but you overcommitted to angles a couple of times, and you lost your advantage. And unfortunately, that happens, but if you go back and you review it, you'll see what I'm talking about, where the potential for the play was given up based off of where you went and stood. And on Ashe, that is, like, most important, because she has no movement ability aside from the coach gun, and once you use the coach gun, then it's on cooldown for, like, 10 seconds or 8 seconds or whatever it is. So you'll be able to see, if you watch this review back, exactly the parts that I was talking about, but overall, I think you played really well. I think your ability to take out the support players is really good. Your thought process on your targeting of who needs to get shot, also very good. And I think that there is only minor tweaks that you need to make to your gameplay when you play DPS. And remember that you're not a tank with the extra 400 health. Like, those things will be the difference between winning and losing games. And I think that you are very close to being able to push into, like, Diamond/Masters, even as DPS. Like, you just have really good positioning. You understand Overwatch really well. So, I will watch it back after the stream. Thank you. Absolutely. It was fun. I want to thank Zach for sending in the Masters Doomfist gameplay that we reviewed earlier in the show. So if you guys haven't seen that, make sure that you go back and you watch it, because Master Doomfist is a sight to behold. Zach is a nasty, nasty player, and very, very few mistakes throughout the entire game in that one. So definitely check that out. Also, if you didn't see the entirety of the Ashe gameplay, make sure you guys go back and you check that out too. If you are lurking right now and you are on Twitch, thank you for being here. We are also live on the DudeNoWay live channel over on YouTube, so if you want to, come over there. And for everybody who is here, don't forget to press the like button on the stream, and thank you to everybody who is hanging out. I want to get some games in with you guys, so if you would like to play Overwatch, you guys can let me know here in the chat, and I will be happy to dive in with you. It is Sunday. We've got some extra time. I guess it's Monday in Australia, but it's Sunday for me. We've got some extra time, so we can jump into some games. So anybody who wants to come, you let me know. Flo, I'm going to shoot you an invite because you're online, and I'm assuming that you want a game too. If you have to go eat, I totally understand. No big deal. You guys just let me know. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. I can join. Got to unplug my blanket first. 2 seconds. Okay, sounds good. Unplug your blanket. You got an electric blanket? It's crazy how we went from a world where, like, everything was kind of normal, and now everything is electric. Like, yes, we had electric blankets back in the day, but they're becoming more and more common. I have a coat with a heater inside it that I got given for Christmas. Like, it is, like, it's literally got a heater inside the coat. They also have those, like, as socks as well now. The world is crazy. It's cold. Yeah, it's spring here, but I know it's, like, autumn there, right? So, like, I'm not a fan of the cold. I get cold really easily. It's like 65 degrees and I get cold, which is like warm for most people. So, I'm not into it. It's 62 Fahrenheit. Exactly. Yeah, I'm cold at those moments too. I don't have enough meat on my bones to be dealing with that. Like, I need layers. Or, like, or warm clothing. That's why I'm always wearing a hoodie on the show. Because it's usually cold. Unless I turn my heater on, and then it's 80 degrees in here, so. Actually, we can't do that, right? We can't do that yet. Because I can't invite people from that screen. What's on the shop? We got anything good? We got the Cassidy Van Helsing skin. I swear to God, these skins don't get less expensive. I swear they are the exact same price, even when they're featured on the shop. Let's just see. Like, let's look at some of these. Yeah, dude, they're still 1,500. Like, why is it featuring it like it's a deal? Like, you can't just buy it already. Like, you could just buy this for 1,500 anyway. I don't understand, dude. I don't get it. It's 12 degrees here, and I'm hot with the window open. Flo, that is crazy. I don't know how you deal with that. I would die. I would legitimately fall to pieces. 12 degrees, bro. Today's games have been a nightmare. When I played, not the review. Yeah, dude, I had some games like that yesterday. Star and I were playing, and we were doing our best to win, and there were some games that were really close, and there were some games that were just steamrolls, and I think we won like 2 of them. It was pissing us off. It was pissing me off. It was pissing her off. We were not having a good day. But, you know, that's what Overwatch is sometimes. She was winning before I joined. I'm the common denominator in that regard. I'm happy we're out of summer. It was like 34 degrees Celsius. How hot is that? Let me see. Celsius to Fahrenheit. Let's see. 34 is 93 degrees Fahrenheit. That's actually, like, that's pretty normal for here, for Jersey. That's pretty normal temperature. The temperature gets up to a little bit higher than that. We can have up to like 100-degree days, which is pretty wild. I don't like those days because in the space that I'm in, I'm on the 3rd floor, so the heat from the entire building, the entire house rises up to me, and it becomes like 85 degrees on its own, and then you add the additional heat from outside, and all of a sudden it can be like 87 in here with an air conditioner on, and like, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's too hot. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's jump in. My teams, I hate pushing blame, but I couldn't get them on the same planet. Never mind altogether. Sometimes that is the way that it goes, too. I hate teams like that. If you don't group up, which is the value proposition of today's show, if you don't group up and fight as a team, you have lost Overwatch. Feels bad, but that's the point. Literally the whole point of the game. It's the high UV that makes it feel so much hotter. Luckily, I live by the beach. We also live by the beach. Wind, yeah. Like, we're not as close to the beach as I would like. We're about 45 minutes away. But, the shore towns is where we want to move back to. Luna, that was me. I knocked on the bottom of my desk and the dog went crazy. Flo, are you deciding on a role? There you go. Alright, cool. Yeah, we want to move back to the shore towns around here. That's where Star grew up. That's where I lived there for a few years as well. It didn't want to ready. I hate when that happens. And the beach towns are just like, I like to go to the beach on the days when it's warm. I like to take the dog to the dog beach. The boardwalks here are really nice, especially for families. There's like a bunch of piers with like a bunch of different games and rides and stuff like that. And not only that, but like I just enjoy that atmosphere. I like the smell, you know? I live near a beach, but it's called a foreshore. Yeah, for sure. What is a foreshore? I don't know what that is. Zen liked my joke. I don't know why in Darwin, where I used to be, I never heard of it before. I've never heard of that before. Flo, do you know what a foreshore is? As an American, I want to be like, foreshore and 7 years ago. If you guys know what that is, then more power to you. I don't know shit about your country. Sorry. I'm uncultured American swine. I like this Lifeweaver emote. It's pretty good. It's just cold on average here. 63.5 degrees in the warm months. Damn, bro, that is cold. There's a place I could use an example, but you'll read it wrong. Well, now I have to know. 63.5 degrees in the warm months, Flo. Like, I would die in the winter. Like, winter would come, and my body would fall to pieces. Like, I would literally walk outside, and my fingers would fall off. Like, I call them bony witch fingers. Like, I just have incredibly thin hands, and, like, the, digits get so cold, even on warm days. I see. Spud, I don't even think I can repeat that one. I'm gonna try and, save myself from getting destroyed in the YouTube algorithm. But, it's Coburn. But it sure doesn't look like it, right? That's genuinely hilarious. It's not much colder in the winter. It's very tempered here, 39 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, that's fine. Massive sign for it. Yo, that's the type of thing that I would put, like, I would put that as my banner on Twitter or something like that, you know? For the lols. All right, I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. Hang on. All right. We got Spud on tank. We got Flo on DPS with me. We have a Kiriko and a Lucio. This should be a pretty good game, assuming I can hit shots. That's a big assumption. We have an aggressive Lifeweaver on the enemy team. We have a Sigma. I'm gonna charge up the rail on the Sigma barrier. Gonna turn on my headset so that I can hear. Not gonna shoot the Sigma during his kinetic grasp. Pushing forward a little bit, getting damage in on this Sigma. Getting the railgun charged up, getting the railgun charged. Gonna try and get their barrier down as best I can. We are able to take the point here, so that's good. Got the damage up on the barrier. Putting damage in on the Sigma. Unfortunately, I shot him a little bit during that kinetic grasp. I'm gonna try and take a side angle here, see who I can shoot from the side, but I don't want to go too far out, because if I go too far out, then I won't have any support with me, and I'll have to use my movement ability to get back. Gonna throw my disruptor shot directly in the door there, so that everybody who comes through the door has to walk through it. Their Sigma has now pushed forward a little bit, and is out of position without his support players. But the Lifeweaver is here. This Lifeweaver is going to get his ass kicked if he keeps getting up in my face like this. I got nothing but bullets for you, son. Gonna go ahead and put the damage in on this Sigma. I hear the Lucio is behind me here. Just gonna miss my rail shot on him and put that right there. Get myself up and out of the way. I need to get around this corner, and unfortunately I got stuck on a stool there, and I wasn't able to get up and out of the way. I needed a heal. I was at 30 hit points, and he just followed me until it was over. That's okay. At least the Lifeweaver's down. We are close to getting this point. We also lost our Kiriko, who will be able to teleport to me very quickly and hopefully get over to the point. I'm going to try and get over to you guys as quickly as I can, but it looks like you have taken care of the problem here. We're going to go ahead and put the disruptor shot down on the ground there. You are able to put a big damage hit on the Sigma with your mech coming in. We see that the Reaper is on the side. They also have an Ashe now, who I am going to take the ego duel with. Let's go. Who's a better shot, bitch? Who's a better shot? Turns out it was me. Just kidding. You were low health. That's not really fair. Flo and I are now alone against this Reaper. I think I can live. Yep, good. Gonna go ahead and use my movement ability to get myself into this health pack. Hopefully Flo can get out of there. I'm gonna try and cover his escape, but I don't know that I'll be able to. I'm gonna put the disruptor shot in on the team. We're going to get myself out of the way here. I don't want to be dueling with them. Hopefully Lucio doesn't chase me, and if he does, I will kill him. I promise you I will kill you if you come around this corner. Okay, their tank is here too. I'm leaving. I need to press Q. Tank is coming in on me. Tank wants me real bad. I gotta be careful about where I go next. Gonna put that next to me. I am getting shot from multiple angles, and I want to be in that Kitsune, but I don't think I realistically can. I'm gonna use my movement ability to get away from this Reaper, and just gonna try and hopefully get out of the way here. The Reaper is following me, so I'm gonna put that right there. Gonna use this to get out of the way, and again, I'm just gonna try and re-engage from behind. Try and get this Lifeweaver down, and I'm able to get the headshot on the Lifeweaver, putting this damage in on the Reaper. We're not going to let him survive. I'm going to make sure that he dies here. And good, the Reaper is down. Now we have to kill their Ashe. Got to kill their Ashes next. I take it back. Got to kill their Zarya's next. I don't want to use my ultimate here because it's a losing scenario. Potentially, I could have killed that. I could have killed that Zarya if my team had not gotten grabbed. Unfortunately, we did. We're doing fine, though. Got that damage in. We both have an ultimate here. We have a Diva ult and my ultimate as well. Their team is going to be back together as well, though, so we got to be careful about that. I'm going to put the damage in on this Ashe. Make sure that she takes a lot of heat and charge up my railgun. We see that they have a healing pylon. I'm going to go ahead and put the disruptor shot on there. And unfortunately, the damage from the Diva bomb was enough to get that done. I'm going to go ahead and kill their Echo. We're going to kill their Ashe. And I traded myself for that. I didn't get the shot immediately like I wanted to, but 2 of their DPS are down, and we should have no problem actually getting them. Don't forget that the turret is up on the corner there. Our Lucio is down, but Flo is able to take out their Illari, and the only person that's left is Zarya. I'm going to try and get back up with the team in time. Zarya goes down. I think we take it here. And then we need to win one more team fight. I can see the Lucio here. Good stuff. I'm going to put this disruptor shot in on the Ashe over there. Forcing them back and out of the way. Put the headshot in on the Ashe, and we are able to take that second point. We're doing really good. Going forward here. I'm going to go ahead and headshot there. I did not get the headshot, but I was able to railgun their Illari. And we're able to kill their Zarya, who wasted her ultimate. And with the power of the beat, we were able to get in there and survive the Graviton Surge. Woof. Alright, and we ate the skill orb with the defense matrix. That's great. Knowing that they have a Moira now, we need to be careful about who we engage with. The Moira will be able to take a lot of damage here. With the Kitsune out, I'm going to make sure that I stand in it so that I can put out as much damage as possible. Going to wait for the Zarya to overextend. Put the disruptor shot down where their Echo is. Keep my railgun charged on whoever is here. Unfortunately, the Zarya was able to accept my entire railgun in the head and now is very, very charged up. Getting a lot of support there from her team. Going to go ahead and throw my disruptor shot behind her, but not on her. And we're going to kill the Zarya. We're going to go ahead and put the damage in, charge up the railgun here. And ideally, I'll be able to kill this Ashe. This Ashe is kind of very low health here. With Bob here, we're just going to get up and out of the way. And we're just going to line of sight Bob, deny Bob all of his value. Going to shoot the disruptor shot down into them and gain some ultimate charge off of that. I'm getting closer to my ultimate. We have Flo is utilizing his ultimate there. We dodged the Illari ult with our movement ability. We're going to jump up and into their shit and drop the disruptor shot on them. And we are able to push them out of the way. And right now we are about to take the final fight here in the game. And they did not get to contest. They lose. And we win. That's 20-3 here on Suravasa. Massive, massive plays on the part of my team. Could not have done it without the incredible teammates here. And unfortunately, their team got the play of the game. But they also only had 4 kills and 3 kills on the part of their DPS. So we were in there, dude. We were putting in that heavy damage. Slaying them. Man, being hungover is not making me play better. Flo, I can't tell. You're doing great. You're doing awesome, bro. I love this Van Helsing skin. The sad part about Cassidy is I really actually love this skin. Like, everything about this speaks to me. I would like to wear it. But I don't really wear skins. I'm playing amazingly. Thank you. I'm trying. There was a couple of times there where I got killed where I wish I didn't. I took like 2 deaths. I took a death during my overclock as well, where if I'd have hit the shot, I would not have died. But I hit it right. I still hit it. It just took me 1 additional shot, and because of that, I paid the price for it. I'm going to go ahead and endorse you guys. The enemy team, their tank is also Azrael. If this is the same person that I think it is a really good tank. So you were also playing really well. Flo was also on his game, so... Why do you actually not use skins? Because I don't want them to anticipate that I will be good. I want them to underestimate me at their own expense, right? Like, at their own peril, I guess, you know? I don't use nameplay, I don't use player cards, I don't use titles, I don't use skins, because I don't want them to know what they're up against. And then they find out, but it's too late. The power of quick play. I know that probably sounds ridiculous, but that's legitimately the reason why I don't use them. What else was on the shop? We had the Lifeweaver Regent skin. I like the way that, like, the skin looks. Like, it's got, like, a Victorian kind of look to it. That being said, I don't really get why part of it is white. Like, what's up with the white in the front? Like, if you look at his normal hair on his normal skin, it's not like he has, like, I don't know, like a shock of color in the middle of his hair. Maybe it's just because his normal skin is white. I don't know. White-haired. This is my favorite one, though. The exact same as his regular skin, but, like, fiery. I think this looks super dope. Also, his thorns look dope on this skin. The tree and the blossom also look really cool. Pretty good. I want fear to be stricken into their heart at the mere sight of me. I don't blame you. You're not wrong. I just personally like the skins too much. Yeah. And the other thing is, like, if I ever get too attached to a skin and then I end up, like, playing on an alternate account, or, like, for whatever reason I can't use my account anymore, I would be really sad to lose, like some of the skins that I've accrued along the way. I don't know why that would happen, but on the off chance, like, I would be really sad to not be able to use the Echo Vampire Bat skin if I actually used it. I bought it just so I could have it, but, you know. Bro, you're also talking to a guy who bought a pair of shoes 10 years ago, and I only wear them on special occasions. I've worn them like 4 times, and they're still impeccable. I don't use them at all. They're real gaudy. They're big, red, like, oversized shoes. I just like the way they look, but I know accounts with rare skins go for thousands. I did not know that. Although, the one skin, if I were to buy an account, the one skin that I would want is the Genji Illidan skin from, like, a BlizzCon years ago. It was so good. Alright. See what happens. Alright, gonna take this little side angle like I always do. Just see who's here. Put a little bit of damage in the side. We have a Winston. Gonna charge up the rail on the Winston bubble. Put this heavy damage in on the Winston. And I'm not fully charged yet. And unfortunately, I missed with the rail on that Genji. Gonna put the disruptor shot on him. I want to make sure that I don't get one hit by the Hanzo, so I'm gonna come around, grab the health pack here, charge up the rail on the Winston barrier. Unfortunately, our Diva is out of mech right now, so I'm gonna have to be careful about what I do next. The Genji is on me. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this Hanzo. I want to back off and grab the health pack here. Just gonna grab the health pack, use my movement ability to get up and out of the way. The Genji is pushing me pretty hard here. I'm just gonna walk back into the spawn and wave to him, hey. You thought you had me. Genji's still on the side. Genji's still on our side. He's looking for his spot, looking for his angle. I'm gonna watch out for the Hanzo, who wants to get the one hit on me. We know that they switched tanks off of Winston, which is probably a good call, but they did not support their Orisa in the way that she needed to be supported. Gonna wait for Genji to use his deflect, right? And then we're just gonna keep this railgun charged up, just keeping it charged. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to keep it charged up there. Just gonna headshot him. I used my movement ability by accident because I fat-fingered it, but that's okay. We have the Alari is on the side here. We're just gonna put this damage into her. Gonna get the melee off on her. Since I can't actually get the kill on her, we're gonna dodge slightly, walk to the side of the spicy noodles. Poor Flo. That was so badly used. I'm so sorry that you died to that, Flo. Our Mercy is able to pick him back up though, so that's good. Gonna put this damage in downrange there. We have the Genji is on top of me. He wants me real bad. I'm gonna make sure that this Genji has a bad time, I think, for this game. That was my first death, though. Our whole team went down. So it is what it is. We have D.Va still has a mech underneath. We'll see if she can get out. I'm going to try and cover her escape here. Make sure that she can leave. I was distracted by the chat. I didn't see it. I didn't see that they had chatted. Put the disruptor shot where they are so that they have to walk through it. Charge up my rail. Keep my rail charged on the May wall. Try and take the corner here. Gonna slide backwards. And unfortunately, I used my movement ability there. I'm dead in this moment. Yeah, there's no way I survived this. I took too much damage from that. I used my movement ability, and at the moment that I used it, the Orisa pulled me into the center there. Doesn't look like we're gonna be able to get back. And that sucks, but it is what it is. Sadly, we were not able to get back. We'll get him in the next one, hopefully. We'll do our best anyway. That's tough. Poor Flo. We both died with our ultimate as well. I would have liked to have used it, but we just didn't have a moment where I realistically could have. We're gonna swap over to Zarya now. Pop my spray on the wall here. I'll put it over here. There you go. Perfect. Actually, I'm gonna put it on this chair. Can I put it on the seat? That is perfect. There we go. It's so dark you can barely see it. I can't light it up though. Alright, here we go. Gonna reload. Got the speed boost. Push myself over into the spot I want to be. Before I go up on the high ground, I always look to the side here. We're gonna destroy their turret. Then we get up onto the high ground. And then we back off. Grab the health pack, right? Jump back up, waiting for Genji. We can expect that Genji will decide he wants to push into me. I'm gonna try and protect our Ashe, try and ward off the Zarya here. Just putting that heavy damage into her. And unfortunately, I'm not able to keep her dead. I'm gonna break line of sight, but the Moira just has so much damage range. Just a ridiculously huge amount of range. Like, look at that, bro. That's so stupid, bro. So stupid.
No sweat.
It's fine. Get myself back up into the team. We got Zarya still alive. Keep Zarya up. With the Zarya v Zarya duel, it's going to be difficult for us to win this. The best thing that I can do is try and take an angle on the side here and get a kill on one of their team. We can hear that he's wall riding. Unfortunately, I jumped into this with my team, but we live or die as a team here. I am stuck on this fucking wall. God damn it. I'm stuck on the wall. That was stupid of me. I didn't need to die in that moment. Oh well. Our team is getting, got caught in the grab. It's all good. Lucio got away. We're gonna make sure that Lucio doesn't get hurt here. Don't go back out. No, Flo. Don't die. Got their Cassidy is here. I haven't even gotten to see their Cassidy, I'll be honest. Gonna kill their turret. Put damage in on their Zarya. Wait for her to have her charge. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this damage into her. Waiting for her ultimate to go off. Unfortunately, I did not get that Lucio ult. I think our team just loses this one. I think we just lose. I don't see how we could win this. Yeah. It's all good. Good game. I don't think we can get to, like, even if I jumped on it, I would just die. It's all good. It's a good game. We'll get him in the next one. It's one of those tough ones. The Zarya definitely got play of the game there, especially because I slid directly into it, and then I got caught. I thought she had put it on the doorway right there, which is, there it is. on the doorway. But in reality, she put it on the side next to the doorway. Their DPS had great focus, yeah. Our team died a lot. I was part of that. I have nobody to blame but myself. There was 2 times where I died and didn't need to. I couldn't kill a pocketed Zarya. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. Like I said, we're going to lose 50% of the games. So, like, that's what it's for. That's what it's made for. We can play our best and still lose. And also, when you play against really good people, it's up in the air. It's about who gets lucky more than it is about who has the skill to do it. So, don't feel bad. We'll get him in the next one. And we'll have a better game next time. This is my favorite map anyway. Well, not my favorite map, but my favorite game mode. One of my favorite maps. Think we're gonna destroy this team. I really want that new Mercy skin, but I'm not willing to pay. I think you can get it. You could still get it, right? If you pay for the battle pass and you play through the entire thing. My partner is watching the live stream because I said I was playing. Hell yeah! What's up, dude? Sorry, I don't know his name. I don't know his in-game username or his name in real life. But what's up, dude? Got Flo and I on DPS. Got Spud on tank. We have a Kiriko and a Brig. Brig is the only one that I wish we didn't have. I'm good with all of the other players. I wish we didn't have a Brig. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee because I only have 10 seconds to do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. I didn't have my hands fully on the keyboard. Or the mouse. We're good. He doesn't play. He's not great at it. That's okay. Oh no, we lost Flo. Alright, so we're in a 4v5 off the start here. Gotta be careful about what we do, the decisions we make. We know that they have an Ashe, so I gotta be careful about being sniped from far off. We know that the Ashe is apparently gonna be on me. I'm gonna hit the I need healing button and hope for the best. We have the ball is here. I'm gonna go ahead and charge up the rail on the ball. And again, we are down a DPS here, so we gotta play like we are down a DPS. Gotta make sure that we are not doing too much. Brig is already down. I'm backing up, grabbing the health pack, waiting for my team. I'm sorry, Flo. Hopefully we can pick you up in the next one. Putting the disruptor shot on them, waiting for the ball to inevitably come through this doorway. Or window, even. Again, putting the disruptor shot on the entire enemy team. Gonna slide into the health pack. Make sure that I pick that up. Charging up the rail here, charging up the rail. Charging the rail on the wrecking ball. The enemy team absolutely dusting us right now. I'm able to put the headshot on the Ashe down there. I'm gonna call it then. Don't want to get banned due to my internet failing. Okay, fair enough, dude. I'm sorry. I was looking forward to gaming with you as well. Just gonna kill this Mercy. We know that the ball is on top of me right now. Just gotta be careful about getting killed by him. We got the robot is pushing, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump up. I'm gonna use the movement ability to get myself over to the robot quickly. I have my overclock here, gonna let my team know. And hopefully when we get back together as a team, I'll be able to get some value out of it. Unfortunately, the ball is on top of me, and I gotta be careful of that, so I'm gonna go back and grab this health pack over here. The ball slides through my disruptor shot, giving me a little bit of extra damage. Bubble says they'll join after this. Sounds like a plan. I'm not sure if I can get that ball from here, but I know that I am almost full on my railgun. I'm just gonna back up out of the way here. I don't want to throw my life away, just waiting for my health to regen the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna die to this ball. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't get away from that, and I'm not getting any heals from this Brig. Okay, Brig has swapped over to an Ana, so hopefully I get some heals from that. DeMarcus, what's going on, dude? Welcome back.
Come on, Vivian.
That was my first death. We're gonna try and get back together. Our Moira is alive. Our Diva's still alive here. She's got the health pack, and we are good. We got our 2 supports are here. Got the Junkrat is in here with us. Gonna go ahead and just kill that Junkrat. Make sure that the Junkrat goes down here. We're gonna go ahead and kill that Mercy. Kill this Ana. Gonna get up and out of the way of Bob. Just line of sight him and make sure that I don't die to the Bob being here. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do until my movement ability comes off cooldown. There we go. And I kept Bob out of my line of sight so that I didn't die. We've got the D.Va is very low here. Heal D.Va, please. Oh, never mind. D.Va is very low. Unfortunately, we were not able to get her. This ball really wants me, but I'm just going to back up and into the health pack. I got caught on the fucking wall, and I didn't get the health pack. That's unfortunate. But it's okay. You can see right there. That was my moment. I needed to grab that health pack. And then the ball would have turned into a ball and rolled away. Unfortunately, our Moira is also dead again. Our 2 supports are dying like crazy. We really need our support to stay alive. Arguably more important that our support stays alive. The ball left, but I still have some good railgun charge up here. We see that the ball is behind me. Just putting in damage. The Moira is down here getting herself killed. This is not going well for our team. Put the railgun into the ball's face. Put that disruptor shot on the Ana. Go ahead and snipe her out of the way. Our team was able to get a bunch of kills there off of the Junkrat tire. We know that the Mercy's still alive, so we're gonna go ahead and dive the Mercy. Put that damage in there. Unfortunately, I took a hit from a Junkrat tire, and from a Junkrat grenade, and I'm not able to get a heal. I need our team to play. I need our healers to play better. I need them to be good. Otherwise, we are just gonna lose. Like me and D.Va need to be supported. We're the only people doing things. The Moira is. Like, our 2 supports are dying a lot, so hopefully we're able to push the robot here. We only have 13 meters that we've been able to push it so far. Get together as a team, please. Group up. Let's stay on the robot. Just gonna go ahead and kill that Ana. We're gonna put the damage in on their... And my team is just dead again. Again, I can't get a heal worth a damn. I want to say something to them, but like, what's the point, kind of? Let's group up. Let's get together. Fall back if you need to. Let's group up. Let's get a 5v5 going, please. Putting the damage in, using my movement ability to get up on the bus. Putting the damage in on their team. Damaging up on their Lucio. Damaging up on their Lucio. Gonna pick him out of the sky here. Charging up the rail on the enemy team here. Putting the heavy damage in. I have the railgun up now. Just gonna go ahead and put it into their Mercy. Damage into their Mercy. Big damage into their Mercy as best I can. We have left the robot. We've left the robot for this fight. But I'm able to kill their Mercy, so they're not able to resurrect anyone. And when the ball comes back, I have my railgun up. Unfortunately, it was not able to stay charged. Our Junkrat keeps getting Junkrat diffed, which is not great. I have a rail here. I need heals. I need heals. Ah, my God. You see the ball just waiting for his moment, right? Continuously pushing me. The ball has ultimate as well, so we have to be careful about that. The ball is able to easily kill me. The Junkrat is not doing enough to combat him. Too busy fighting the other Junkrat, I think. We're gonna get together. Group up.
Everyone on me. Clear out. They're pushing ahead. ahead. Take them out. That feels much better.
Gonna force this Mercy out of her hiding place. Force her away from the enemy team. Gonna get up and into the high ground position here. Get the damage up on this ball. And he booped me into one of his ultimates. Dang, you see that?
Someone's asking for a face.
Oh my gosh, it's very frustrating. I do have my ultimate, and our Junkrat is behind me, so potentially we can keep pushing here.
This ends now. I need healing.
Bro. I want to say something to him, but I'm afraid to ruin everybody's morale. They're already getting their ass kicked so hard. You're lagging a touch, no big deal, no big deal. I don't think we can win this one. They're not healing me at all. Like, the ball is targeting me every single time, which makes it difficult to do the things that I need to do.
Patch me up. Fire.
Just gonna go ahead and kill that ball. We have the robot here. I need to get over into the onto the point with the team. Unfortunately, D.Va is the only one who's still alive here, and I'm about to die to this Ashe. I need heals.
Repairing your cellular mate. That feels much better.
Ah, shit. Well, that's the end of the game. Unfortunately, I emoted instead of hit thank you. Happens to the best of us, I know, but man, what a shit time to have had that happen.
Don't escape me.
Yeah, unfortunate. Yeah,
What am I missing?
it happens. We never made it to the forward spawn either. Our team did try and get it together towards the end. The ball was very good. Our D.Va is dead here. We need to contest, but they're not going to. Just a tough game. Just a tough game. Those guys were good, but I think we could have won it if they had stayed alive, if they'd have kept healing a little bit. It was very difficult. A very strong ball. You need to win 5 team fights, yeah. Invite me after that? Okay, sounds good. I'll invite you. I'm sorry that I emoted right at the end. I was trying to say thank you for giving me a heal, but it just didn't, it couldn't happen. It couldn't happen until right at the very end. Oh, no way. Said you played well, thanks. Tell him I'm sorry for emoting right at the end. Am I playing Helldivers? I am playing Overwatch. My buddy from childhood, Josh, just sent me a message over on Steam and asked me if I'm playing Helldivers. I am not actually playing Helldivers. I played it like twice. Okay, invite you. Bubbles, what is your name? I prefer Warframe. I joined. Okay. Just making sure. Cool. All right, cool. And we also have DeMarcus on the team now as well. So we're good. You guys are all red and I'm a purple icon. That's true. But you know, the tank has to stand out some way, right? Sojourn is kind of like Zarya in her snowballing potential. Dude, if I could get a fucking sentence out, that would be amazing. Sojourn is kind of like Zarya in her snowballing potential. If she can get supported, she can carry the game, assuming that the Sojourn player can actually hit shots. With Zarya, it's assuming that the Zarya player doesn't, like, overplay their hand and push themselves too far into death. The snowballing potential with Sojourn is crazy. She's an incredibly good, incredibly strong character, even against Ball. I could have swapped over to the Sombra play, but Sombra is not as good at killing everyone else, and because of that, I would have been weaker overall. If our Junkrat had switched, it would have been better, or if our Junkrat could have hit a value trap on the ball, that also would have been good, because if you can trap the Wrecking Ball, if you could stop his movement, essentially, it makes him extremely vulnerable, but Sombra in general just doesn't have enough damage to be able to put out, to be able to stop the Junkrat from, or the Wrecking Ball from being able to roll the enemy team. No pun intended, right? So, like, when he dives on a squishy, if the squishy doesn't get support, that is the end of them. And, like, Sombra doesn't have enough damage, really, to stop that. I hate this map. I hate this map, I hate this game mode. We're gonna see how it goes, but I really, really don't like this game mode. In general, this has been an absolute shit show every time I've played it. The, new game mode is called Clash. Essentially, what you have to do is, like, it makes a King of the Hill type point, where everyone has to stand in it, and in doing so, you will continue to gain like points towards capturing it, and you need to capture 5 total points. When you capture 1, it pushes farther towards the enemy's spawn, which gives the enemy a spawn advantage. But the problem with this kind of point is that when you have to stand on a point, you are essentially killed by your inability to use cover, because the point is so open. There's very little cover on it in general. It's very, very difficult to win these. It's like a total shit show for both teams. It really comes down to the amount of AoE damage that can be put out, and like the game mode is less competitive because of that, in my opinion. What's up, fam? Sorry, I was still talking.
It's all good.
We go ahead and put the disruptor shot down onto the point. We're gonna go ahead and kill their tracer. Chase their diva here a little bit. Make sure that she can't get heals before she's out of mech. Bang, now they have no tank. We're good to go. Gonna go ahead and jump directly into the face of this Venture. Make sure that they can't stay on the point here. We're contested by a Moira, and now we're gonna go ahead and grab this point. We're good here. Think this is good. I believe we've won this one. Cool. Now they push farther into their spawn, which gives them respawn advantage. Gonna put this down there. Waiting for my opportunity. Trying to keep this railgun charged. I was able to kill both their Moira and their Venture there. Got the damage pushing forward. You need to set up a push to talk button, bro. I got the headshot on their Hanzo from downrange. We go ahead and charge up the railgun. Unfortunately, the rail is getting defense matrixed quite a bit. That's okay though, because we now have the second point here. Again, we need to win 5, or we can win 3 if we win the final one up at their spawn. But it gets harder and harder as the game goes on, because the spawn advantage goes towards the enemy each time. So we're gonna kill this Zen here. We're gonna go ahead and kill this baby diva, and now the point is about to open in a few seconds. We know their Venture's still alive. Venture's still alive in the background here. Venture is able to kill our Tracer. We're just gonna go ahead and put this heavy damage in on their team. Take their Zen out. And again, we just need to win this point here. We got the kill on their, I don't even remember who that was, bro. That was a wild-ass game. And that's essentially how it goes. Oh, what's up, baby? And I got to play the game. So, we're good there. I was able to put the kill on that Brig. I was able to put the heavy damage in, get that diva out of mech, jump up on the Zen, get him as well. And then I came around and killed the Venture, and we were good to go. Someone says, y'all lucky I couldn't lock in. Yeah, I bet we are. Extremely lucky. Good for us. That was a really good team, too. It was a very, very good team. Very difficult for that game mode to work. Trash game mode, I agree. It's a worse 2CP. That's exactly what it is. It's a worse version of 2CP, which is 2 checkpoints. It was a game mode in Overwatch 1 where you essentially had to capture 1 checkpoint that you had respawn advantage in, and then it would push back to respawn advantage for the enemy team. And then the second checkpoint was almost impossible to get, and everyone hated that game mode. So this is their kind of like revival of 2CP, and they kind of give you a way to continue to fight back and forth, and then as you get farther in, as it gets closer to their spawn, the enemy team starts getting the advantage because they're able to come back faster. But it's very much a roll in one direction or another. And in that time, we were lucky. A lot of times, we are not that lucky, dude. A lot of times, it does not play out as well as it just did. Thankfully, we were able to, like, insanely roll their team every opportunity we got. I did push to talk anyway, just in case. Yeah, push to talk is better because a lot of times our mics will queue up and we don't realize it. We end up like hitting something, or like the clicking on our keyboard or on our controller will queue up our mic, or like we cough or something like that, and that just creates audio interference in the game. And the audio interference can make it so that we don't end up hearing the call outs from the voice lines and stuff like that. The voice lines in Overwatch are so detailed. They give so much information that, like, if we don't have them, it becomes very difficult to play the game, because they literally tell you every single thing that is happening in the entire game. So, like, they tell you when you're fighting a battle you can't win. You know, Sojourn will say, we're going against the odds. Every character has a voice line that's kind of like that. All of the ultimates going off, they all have their own voice line. We're attacking on King's Row here. This is a great map for a Widowmaker. That being said, I don't play Widow too much, so I'm going to stick with my Sojourn pick. Never used it before. Trying to find a button on the controller. Think I got one. Yeah, the controller can make it harder to use. So if you are using controller, I understand if you don't have the push to talk on. I also need to make like a
We're in this together.
I need to make like a gameplay like playing on controller tutorial video so that you guys can utilize controller the best possible way. I need to turn you down. Your mic is really loud. Can I turn you down though? Let's see. I can mute you or unmute you. That's not great control. It's all good, man. It's all good. I know that you just got the mic, so it's gonna take a little bit to set up. Bubbles is a Widow main. Hell yeah. Let's get that. Let's get those Widow picks. And we'll get in there and we'll shoot them in their face. Genji. They have a Genji. I need to use voice chat more. Just social anxiety at play. Flo, you are amazing. You have nothing to have anxiety about. I promise. Not only are you good at the game, but you're just in general a really cool guy. And I don't think you should ever worry about that. Personally. I'm getting hit by a lot of these right clicks from the sim. You gotta be careful of that. Waiting for the Genji to use his deflect here. Gonna charge up the rail on the Reinhardt. Put the disruptor shot on their point so that they have to choose between standing on the point and taking a bunch of damage, or actually dying to the disruptor shot. The Rein put his shield up at the exact moment that he needed to save him. I know that the Genji's about to use deflect again. There it is, right? And then I can, as soon as that's over, I can go ahead and put the disruptor shot on their point again. And I'm trying to find the pick here, just trying to find the moment. We know that they are putting turrets behind us and turrets on the other side of the wall here. Just got to be careful about where we go. Got to be careful about where we go and what angles we take. I'm going to try and kill the turrets as best as I can. Put the disruptor shot on them so that they have to stand in it. Charging up my rail. Charging up my rail. Staying out of the Reinhardt's line of sight. Rein's going to have Earth Shatter. Be careful. There it is. The Mercy uses Valk at this moment. I'm going to go ahead and put that there. Unfortunately, I go down. It is what it is. I was trying to get the kill there, and unfortunately, I just wasn't able to follow up. I got a little bit hungry, but I thought that it would work. And our D.Va comes in and gets the double kill on the Genji and the Symmetra. We're taking out all of the enemy team. The res came out on the Sim, which is not great. And I am able to kill their Mercy. I'm able to kill their, Gonna put that down there, gonna hit Q. Thank you. I can hear that the Genji is on the point here, so I'm just gonna contest. Continuing to contest on their team. Just gonna slide through and get the kill on the Reinhardt there. Gonna go ahead and wave to him. I'm gonna go ahead and chase this Genji a little bit.
They just res.
I'm just getting started.
And unfortunately, I got hit with the hammer. I didn't know that the Mercy was back. I'm sorry, I didn't know the Mercy was back. That sucks. I went in for the Genji. I could have stopped that res if I'd have stayed out there and not chased the Genji. I think we might lose the point based off of that. That sucks, but I'm going to come back. I'm going to try and get the kill again and see if we can clear out the point again.
No one can hide from my sight.
Area denial.
Put that on the Reinhardt. Put this heavy damage in. Going to charge up my railgun here. Charging up the rail.
Ready to fire.
I need to get out of the way.
Thanks.
Trying to find the kill here. There's that going against the odds call out that I talked about earlier, where they tell you exactly when you should not be doing what you're doing.
Not so fast.
Unfortunately, the sim wall comes out at the moment when I needed to railgun that Genji. I'm putting in this heavy damage, but it's not enough right now. Just not enough to stop them. Got to be careful of the Reinhardt's Earth Shatter here. Don't want to get hit with another one of those. Coming over to the point. We still only have one pie piece, so we need to be careful about that. The sim is behind us. This is not working as well as I'd hoped it would. I'm about to have my overclock again. We're going to get back up with the tank.
Healers.
I'm really trying, I promise.
I know you are, but D.Va's not.
I disagree. I think D.Va's doing great. I think we're doing as best we can. They rezzed their Reinhardt, which is unfortunate, but like there's only so much we can do. There's only so much pushing into their backline that we can realistically do. Unfortunately, we lost our Moira there when we needed her most. With the Reinhardt coming forward, I know that I need to get out of the way. Gonna try and charge up my ultimate, and I need to get onto the point here. Just waiting for my moment. And I wasn't able to get there. It is what it is, dude. I hit that sim in the face. I did as best as I could. I did all the damage that I could. And we just didn't get to make it through. As a strong team.
If they won't quit, neither
Moira's
will
still on the point. Doing her best. Yeah, we're not gonna make it. There's no way that we make it back. I disagree. I don't think it was a tank diff. It was just tough, man. I mean, we only got, you know, we were doing our best.
Yeah.
We had our moment.
They could have swapped. They weren't doing enough, but whatever. Also, Soul, do not say cap too many 2,000 healing, please.
Oof, 2,000 healing. That is bad. Like as a Lucio, the amount of healing that you could put out is really high, but we got into situations where the Lucio died, so like it's not his fault, you know, and it's not the tank's fault that we didn't make it through either. And that was just a strong hold, strong team. You did horrible, dude. It's okay. Don't worry about it. The games are tough, man. The games are tough, especially when you start playing with people who have like high stats and in general win a lot. The more we play, the more the algorithm is able to tell what we are supposed to be playing against. And it will continuously create more and more balanced lobbies the more we win and the better we shoot. So the more accurate we are, the less we die, the better our plays are. It's tracking every possible metric that you can think of. Every single thing that you could possibly think of. It is tracking it, and it knows who we're supposed to play against. So it's putting monsters against other monsters. You know what I mean? And like, we're all pretty good. So like, don't worry about it. It happens. We're attacking on Circuit Royale here. It's a good map. One of my favorite maps. The end is very difficult to win, though. Hard to push through. Exactly. Hard to push through. Spud, I don't think it was you. I don't think you were the problem at all. I think we just needed to get more kills, and it was difficult to get kills based on the positioning that they had. That's all. We just needed to kill more things. And that falls on me, ultimately.
We're in this together. All of us.
I did the best I could. If I had not chased that Genji, I would have known that I would have seen the Mercy rezzing the Reinhardt, and I would have killed her, and then we would have gotten point one.
Cutting edge tech in
We won it. We won that point, and I threw by chasing that Genji. Like I said, we all make dozens of mistakes every game.
Alright, I get the picture.
And that was my one. That cost me the entire game. We'll get him in this one, right? About to kick their ass. Whoever they are. Super Ninja. Who I assume will be Genji. Watch him play Cassidy. That guy never saw that shit coming, dude. Never saw it coming at all. Charging up the rail. Charging up the rail, waiting for my moment. Taking my corner here. I'm dead for this. I didn't mean to fall. Oh my god, he stopped. What an idiot. He could have killed me. I didn't mean to fall down. Walk through this, Reinhardt. Waiting for my team to swap over to healing. Good. Good, good. Dropping down. Move the payload. Put that down on them. Make sure that they know that they can't keep moving forward here. Got the Reaper is right in front of us now. Got Reaper on the side angle. Reaper is trying to teleport forward. I'm about to die, so I'm gonna just fall back. Even though I have a full rail, I'm gonna try and get some value out of it, and unfortunately I wasn't able to. I'm gonna put this up there for where the Reaper wants to go. Continue to charge my ultimate on the people standing inside of the disruptor shot. I'm gonna go ahead and jump directly up into the face of the Reaper, which I never ever recommend, but in this case I could have potentially got him off the high ground. Thankfully he was already teleporting out of there, so I didn't have to worry about it. Put that heavy damage in on the Lifeweaver, force him back and out of the way. Gonna go ahead and charge up the railgun on the Reinhardt, who is kind of being forced into the corner by the damage of our Zarya. We're gonna kill this Reinhardt now. We're gonna kill this Rein. Bang, and unfortunately my team went down as well, but I can use myself to be scary. I can kill their Ashe. I can push this payload around the corner. The only one that's left is Ana. I can go ahead and put this heavy damage in on the Ana. Go ahead and put the disruptor shot there, and we're gonna push it through to the payload, or to the checkpoint. We got the payload moving forward here. They would have to contest at this moment, and I don't think they will, which gives us the forward spawn, and now we're able to keep going up this corner. Gonna drop the heal, or drop the disruptor shot right there. We got the Reinhardt is pushing down forward here. Just want to make sure that we are on the payload here. Just gonna make sure that we're on the payload. I'm about to have my disruptor shot up, putting all this damage in on the Reinhardt, dodging the Earth Shatter, sliding out of the way, using my damage here. Putting that there so that they have to walk through it. Gonna go ahead and kill their soldier. Don't C9 the point. Somebody get on it. Okay, we're pushing forward. We're being scary. Sliding out of the way of the Bob. Just gonna make sure that the payload goes forward. We're using the payload as a piece of cover so that we don't get killed by Bob on the way up. We're standing in the Ramatra's movement thing, but that's okay. The field. Can't think of the name of it right now. Magnetic field or what the fuck ever. Gonna go ahead and kill their Ashe. The Lifeweaver on their team denies the value of the grav, but that's okay. We have the Ram is utilizing his tank form inside of the nano boost here. but we're able to put in heavy damage. Gonna put that directly on them, and unfortunately I go down. I'm getting rezzed, but the Mercy is going to die for this res, and I just need to use my movement ability to get out of here, and I don't know that I'm gonna be able to. I'm getting shot, I'm getting pushed. I didn't need a res right there, but I appreciate it. We were dead, we lost that fight. I see what you were trying to do, but we definitely had already lost. When the tank goes down,
Might have to adjust my
it's about to be over. But I tried to kill the Ram. Unfortunately, I just wasn't able to. I was able to get their soldier, though. We've got a D.Va now. Gonna go ahead and push this up here. We need to kind of dive on their backline a little bit. With the Ramatra is very slow. Gonna take him a long time to get there. But I have the movement to get around to places that I need to be, forcing them off of our payload and letting us move it forward here. And again, our tank is dead. No, tank is here. Mercy is dead. Just gonna put the damage in on their Ram. Use my movement ability to slide out of the way. Put the headshot damage onto him. He is a strong character, but I don't think I have to worry too much. Got the Mercy heals on me right now. Got the soldier is utilizing his tac visor, so I'm going to put the disruptor shot on top of where his team is. We go ahead and grab this health pack while we are waiting. We got a double kill off of the D.Va bomb. Going to go ahead and push forward now, saving my movement ability for in case I need to slide out of the way of the Ramatra's tank form. Again, we're using the payload as a piece of cover. We're pushing the payload as we move forward. I got my disruptor shot out on their doorway. Going to go ahead and charge up the railgun on the Ramatra barrier. And as he comes around the corner, he is going to push forward. If he doesn't, then he wastes his ultimate, right? So as he pushes forward, I'm going to put the headshot damage of the railgun into him. I have my disruptor shot again, so I'm just going to put it right here on top of his barrier. In case he walks forward, I'll be able to snag the additional damage off of that. The tree does not actually contest the payload, but the Ram can while the tree is there, so I'm just going to go ahead and kill the tree. I'm killing the tree right now just to make sure that we can I can charge the rail on it, and in addition to that, I can force the team backwards. Going to go ahead and kill this soldier. He is going to fall to pieces right in front of me. Drop the disruptor shot on the tank. We're going to go ahead and kill him and grab checkpoint number 2. And we're doing great here. We're doing awesome. That's the team kill. We need to get another team kill to push it through. So what we need to do is wait for them to use all of their ultimates, and then we can use ours after that. We're going to have to commit one push to dying, and that's okay. This is a time where we need to get a team wipe. Otherwise, we will not be able to push it to the end. We can try and stagger them, but more than likely what's going to end up happening is that we need to let ourselves die one time to the power of all of their ultimates. See, here's Bob. So to combat Bob, I'm just going to line of sight Bob by going up to the high ground position here. I'm trying to get anybody that I can from this high ground position. I'm just going to go ahead and kill their Life Weaver, but my entire team is dead. This is that push that I was talking about where we need to just commit to losing, and then we can bait out their ultimates. We're just baiting out their ults right now, so no big deal. We can die a few times, no problem, and then we'll use all of our ults at the same time. So just save everything you have until we're around that third corner. Their Ashe is incredibly low, and I wanted to kill, but unfortunately I'm just not going to be able to get it right now. We got the Ram pushing forward here. We're going to let them, again, we're letting them use all of their ultimates here, and we're just doing our best to keep ourselves alive in the meantime. And I'm going back to the spawn. Gonna try and get back, but I'm not able to. No big deal. We're just gonna wait for the team. I got the res. That's totally fine. Again, we're just baiting out everything that they have because we are going to silly time them into oblivion as we come around corner number 3. And put that on the payload there. Charge up the railgun shot. Charging up the rail. This is not quite corner number 3. The final corner is what I was talking about, but hopefully we can gain another ultimate before then. We are hacked in this moment, so I just want to make sure that I don't get pushed too hard. And I don't. Dropping the disruptor shot on their team. Unfortunately, I'm standing in the Reinhardt's, or the Ram field. Anti-movement field. With the Ram getting the nano boost here, we just need to back off. because we can't do anything about that. Our 2 teammates, 3 teammates are dead. We got the D.Va can potentially get out of here. She is out of mech, though. I am not able to do anything here. So the best thing I can do is just leave, go back into the spawn, get my health back, and just wait for the moment where my team gets back together. We'll see if D.Va gets pushed. It looks like she is getting pushed, trying to ward off her escape, but unfortunately I just wasn't able to. We got the team is utilizing their stuff here. I should probably have used my overclock by now, but I just haven't found a good opportunity. Again, we need to make sure that we are all together as a team waiting for the tank so that we can push forward. We got this going behind them. I don't know what is there. A tree. So the tree can potentially. There we go. There's the ultimates that we needed. This is fine if we die right here. Okay, Bob is out, so we got to be careful. Just gonna put the disruptor shot down on them. This is our moment where we win. Keep the tank up.
This ends now.
I'm asleep, but that's okay. I was able to kill their Ana. Bang, and we're able to kill their DPS here. We got to kill their supports one more time. Got their Life Weaver. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get out of the way. I need heals. I don't know if we have it. I don't know if we have heals. I need heals. Thank you. Got to kill their Ana. Not too worried about their Ram right now. It's their support in the back line that we need to take care of. And we got to be careful of their Pharah here. We got the spicy noodles coming out for our team. Unfortunately, I go down, so hopefully our team can pull it out here at the end. We need to use everything that we have. We have no more ultimates, but it is what it is. Hopefully our team can do it. It's going to be tough. The damage from the Pharah is very significant. And our tank goes down, and our team goes down. That was a tough game, dude. Tough game. Very close, like I said. At the end, incredibly, incredibly difficult for us to push it to the very, very end. That sleep was so good. It was a very good sleep. A very good sleep. Spud with the play of the game. Let's go. You were in there. We were all in there. Good lord. With the triple kill with the D.Va bomb. And then you come around and kill the Ramatra too. Monster. Monster. We got Star is with us now, I believe. Let me just make sure. She started playing. Let me see if she's in a game. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and invite Star. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got a full stack here. Got a full stack. So this is gonna be fun. Yeah, baby. Congratulations. We got my lady is here now. She's gonna be playing Moira. Cool, cool, cool. All right, we're good. Let's see what happens. That was a hard game. Very difficult at the end. Maybe I could have used my overclock one more time. But in general, you want to save your ultimates until you get around that final corner. And then that final corner, you all pop everything. And when you put them in the respawn, you're able to push the payload all the way to the end. That's kind of how it works. That was fun, though. Very, very hard. Their team was really good as well. Let me see. Let me just make sure I endorsed our team. Okay, all of you have been endorsed. I can endorse our Life Weaver, and then... yeah, I'm gonna give it to Super Ninja for all the times I put them in the dirt. Switch at the end got us. The Pharah is what killed me. Unfortunately, the Pharah is, her splash damage is what killed me right there at the end. But, still a very, very good game. We had good healing across both of our support players. We had really good damage across our DPS and our tank. You know, few deaths on our side. Like, it wasn't too bad. Really fun.
Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
It's good stuff. Coffee is delicious. We're probably going to be facing another 5-stack, just so you know.
All of us.
If they destroy any of my favorite
What's with all the widows today? Let's make a joke. Let's make a joke.
Push your limits. Nothing breaks.
I can't. I got nothing. For the first time ever, I got nothing. I got no joke for the homie. So it looks like Lucas on their team is probably playing Widowmaker. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll be able to snipe this Widow out of the face, like out of the sky, I mean. So they have an Echo, we know that. They have a Doomfist. Oh my god, I got caught. I used my movement ability. It's not your fault. I used my movement ability to back up there, and unfortunately I just wasn't able to. I got my feet caught on the thing next to us. That is literally the thing that kills me most. I win most actual fights. I win most actual, like, duels with people. The thing that kills me is getting my feet caught on shit. I swear to God. Kills me way more than anything else in the entire game. Don't want to get too hungry for it. We're not going to be able to kill that Doom with the Mercy on him. So we're going to have to kill the Mercy instead. I need heals. And unfortunately, I'm just not able to get it in time. That's okay. It's got to be fast. We got to be super fast. Because the players that we're going to be playing against are going to be fast.
Hitting the ground running.
Unfortunately, our Venture goes flying off the map, I think. Happens to the best of us. Just waiting for my moment here. We know that that Doom has a fully charged Rocket Fist right now, so we got to be careful of that. Just gonna use my movement ability to slide out of the way of his Meteor Strike here. He's charging his Rocket Punch. We got to be careful, don't damage him while he's guarding, because that makes him able to one-hit us. And he gets me with the High Noon as I slide around the corner. Man, Jesus Christ, this is one of those games, dude. Jesus. It's my third death. You guys are doing great, though. Thank goodness. Thank God some of you can get kills, because I can't. I'm in here putting in everything I got, and I end up dying for it. Able to get the kill on their Echo as well. Gonna charge up the rail on their Doom, charge up the rail on their Cassidy. Waiting for my moment to engage with their Cass. Got my movement ability on cooldown, so I gotta be careful of that. Big damage into their Lifeweaver. Their Echo is on me from behind, so I'm just gonna charge up on this Doom. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get away from this. I have no healing right now. Yeah, I had no healing. I think my team had just died, and unfortunately, there's gonna be nothing can happen from that. We're not together as a team. So, I'm gonna have to wait to use my overclock here. We have time. We should get together for a team fight. This guy is just on me.
This ends now.
Got the damage in, got the damaging up on their pedal, charging my rail here. Unfortunately, I got hit by the Doom, and we lost that round. I got knocked off the point there. It is what it is. At least I got a few kills before the end. Woof, that's a tough game. That's tough. Their guys are really good.
Clear heads, sharp eyes.
Their Doom's diving me. He knows how dangerous the Sojourn can be. I totally understand. It does suck to get dove all the time, though. You know what I mean? I had to stop talking at the end so that I could really focus. Get the kill on their Mercy. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough, but I was still alive. I just got knocked off the point. Keeping this rail charge, charging it up. Saving my movement ability for the moments when I need it most. Pushing forward to the point here. Killing their Echo. Killing their Kiriko, now killing their Doomfist. I choked at the end on my rail. I hit the mouse too hard and moved it out of the way of his head. I missed him completely with it, unfortunately. Got the disruptor shot going out. Trying to get the damage on this Cassidy. We know that their Mercy is going to go for it. So we kill the Mercy during the res animation. And then we kill the Cassidy again. We move out of the way of the Doomfist. We let him disengage because he knows that he can't win this. But we keep putting in the damage from far away, using my movement ability to get away from him immediately. That should be the end of Doom. Good. Just saving my movement ability for every time Doom charges me. I'm able to kill that Genji. We're going to ward off his res from their Mercy. Make sure that the Mercy can't go for the res there. We know that they have a Bastion, but we're not too worried about the Bastion. As long as we stay out of line of sight of him. Need to keep our Bastion up during this moment. And unfortunately, we weren't able to. Getting out of the way of their Bastion. Coming around this corner. With our team dead here. Our team is dead. Unfortunately, we all died to that Bastion. That's really good shots on his part. And it is what it is, right? We'll come back. We'll get it again. Group up. Just make sure that everybody is together. Wait for the tank.
This ends now.
I didn't move out of the way of it. I was trying to just gently step out of it because I had her so low. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the kill on her. Very difficult to kill that Mercy. We need to make sure that their Mercy goes down as best we can. She is the person that's keeping their team alive. The Mercy goes down, and then we win the game, right? Kill the Mercy, win the game. Let's just get back together. We'll wait for our team here. Going back into the spawn, using my movement ability to walk back into the spawn, catch a full heal as quickly as we can. With their Ram going down, we're going to kill their Mercy in the res animation. This is the moment where we win or lose based off of what we do next. Unfortunately, our Zarya goes down. That's a tough moment. We were able to kill the Mercy, but the Mercy is back now. How are we looking on ultimates? We're low. They're going to have their Kitsune Rush. They're going to have their Valkyrie. They're definitely going to have Dragon Blade here. So we got to be careful about what we do. But we need to contest. We need to get them down. I'm going to get over to my team, press Q, because I do need healing. We got to keep our Zarya alive here. I'm going to go ahead and put the Disruptor shot on the point here. We need to kill this Mercy as quickly as we can. And I was able to get her. With the Mercy down, we are looking a lot better here. I'm able to kill their Bastion. And we knew that was coming, right? We knew that was coming. Unfortunately, I got low health, and I didn't press my I need healing button. That's a tough one. Tough game. I think we might have lost it right there, but we did our best. Right as I got ultimate as well. That sucks, dude. There's 3 of us still alive, so maybe we could still make it. Mercy's still up. No. Yeah, dude, just a lot of ultimates, a lot of power on the enemy team. It's gonna be one of those days, dude. It's gonna be one of those days. That sucks. That's a tough game. Yeah, good game. Good game to Lucas. GG's, I gotta go. All right, Mercy. Thanks for hanging out. I'm sorry we didn't win more. They're all very, very strong players, you know? Not a lot of people making mistakes out here. I think we keep going for a couple more. I don't want to end it on a loss. I would rather end it on a win. Who else did we lose? We lost Soul Bros as well. DeMarcus. There we go. I was like, your name, it's there. It's in my head. I swear it is. Thanks for playing with us, bro. I appreciate you coming to hang out. I don't want to end it on a loss. So, I think if we keep going, I think we'll be good. We'll try again. We'll get them. I swear to God, we'll get them eventually. That was a really good team as well. A really strong team. Their damage from their Bastion. I'm really sad that I died during the Bastion ultimate. I had the Mercy so low, and then she popped Valkyrie, and immediately caught the heal from being in Valk. If you don't know, Mercy heals while she's healing other people, and in Valkyrie, she has healing over time as well. So her having the healing beam out on 3 people gave her a massive amount of healing and put her health at just high enough to where I body shot her with the rail and it didn't kill her as the Bastion ultimate killed me. Feels bad, dude. Feels bad. It's all happening so quickly, too, that it's hard to articulate everything. Can I switch? I meant tank and support. Yeah, go ahead. Give it a go. Whatever you like. All right. You are a really good tank, too. Like, you're a really strong tank. We had really strong damage in that game as well. The enemy team was just also really good, you know? You look at their deaths compared to our deaths, it was very close. Very similar. I'll pull it up. Check it. 5 and 5 on our support, 4 and 7 on their support, right? Very close. 7 and 7 for me and you, 12 for Soul, but that's okay. You know, it happens. Sometimes you get caught out of position. Sometimes they just have your number. Like I said, very close. 7 on the other DPS, 5 on the tank, 7 on you. Like, we were all incredibly close in terms of death. We were close in terms of the amount of eliminations we had. Don't stress about what Mercy said. I know I'm a decent tank. Yeah, I think so too. I think you're a really good tank. It was Moira. It was Moira in the King's Row game. She wasn't part of our group. That bitch. You know what I mean? Electric is in menus. This guy keeps asking me to play. I wonder if he wants to jump into a game. I kind of don't want to invite him, though, because I think we're only going to play a couple more. It's getting late here. We got to get some lunch, and I know it's getting extremely late for you, Spud. So, it's going to be the end here pretty soon. Sorry, I couldn't see who. Nah, it's good. It's alright. Yeah, Mercy is our friend. That's Bubbles over on Twitch, so... Yeah, it was the Moira in that King's Row game. And, like, again, that King's Row game was just tough, dude. Just a hard one. We face off against really good people because we're really good. Also, there's only so many people playing Overwatch right now, so that's also something we got to keep in mind. My push to talk isn't working, though. I'm not sure how to fix that on controller. Gonna be difficult to fix that on the fly, I think. Alright, we're attacking on Rialto. Got a really strong enemy team again. But you're playing support this time. When I saw the Diva pick, I was like, okay. But that's not you. Also, the tank's name started with an N. Star is a Moira main. So that's going to make it easy for us to have some really big healing. I got my buddy is sending me messages. I'm going to let him know that we're... I'm doing a show right now. I looked at the stream and assumed that was me too until you said that. It's weird, right? It's weird. Too similar. Alright, we have a Bastion as well. We gotta be careful of getting booped off of the bridge, because that's what people like to do at the beginning of this game. And there's Farah up in the sky trying to boop us off of the bridge. So we just gotta be careful about where we stand. Just gonna put this damage in on this soldier, and unfortunately we were not able to get the kill there. I'm gonna jump over here, grab the health pack that is in here. There's a mega inside. I actually don't need it right now, so I'm just gonna keep fighting. I'm gonna keep pushing this payload, pushing the payload, using it as a piece of cover. Again, waiting for our disruptor shot to come off cooldown while I charge the rail up. Just want to put that into their mercy. Their mercy is down, so we should be good to keep pushing forward here. Unfortunately, I feel like I am the tank. Our tank is just a little bit too weird. Too cautious even. I was able to kill their soldier with the headshot, but we need to get more aggressive on their team. Our tank is finally doing it. All right, she's doing it. The mercy fell off the edge, so we're good. We got our team is doing solid now. Got the push going forward. We were able to get the kills that we needed there. Their soldier is also back. Their Farah is here. Gonna put the disruptor shot on their team. Just put that damage in on that soldier. Grab this health pack while I'm here. We know that their diva is here. We know that their healing pylon is here. We're just gonna go ahead and keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward. Unfortunately, I missed on that Farah, or the diva used defense matrix. I'm not sure. Just gonna jump out of the way of the sunburst debuff. Gonna put the I choked a little bit on the railgun, but she died anyway, so it doesn't matter. Just gonna go inside of the building here and avoid the diva bomb, and we are able to put the disruptor shot on the enemy team. I know that the Farah is on me somewhere. I gotta be careful. I'm gonna press Q. I'm gonna ask for some healing, but I don't think I'm gonna get it in time. Unfortunately, I didn't, but the Farah killed herself with the damage I put in. We just need to push it forward just a little bit more. If we can get it forward, we'll have the advantage. We'll have the checkpoint even.
Neither will I.
Got to keep our team up so that we can continue this push. We are getting close to ultimates. I have mine. We need to get some kills and push it forward. We're so close to pushing it forward. We got to be on payload.
Dodge this. This ends now. There's the enemy turret.
Oh, I tried.
It's okay. We need to... Diva, I need you on the payload, baby. She doesn't realize she's playing with some pros. Like, she can get more aggressive than this, and it's not working. Star thinks that Diva is a bot, which is possible. You are the reason why the payload is not moving, Diva. What are you talking about? The payload's not moving. I'm gonna get in here, use my movement ability to slide through. Just gonna dodge the Ilari ultimate there.
Railgun charge.
Got them standing inside of my... Yes. Well.
Thought that was our diva. I didn't realize there were two of them.
There was two of them, yep. Two of them going off at the exact same time. And unfortunately, I got taken out there. They rezzed their Ilari. This is not looking good for our team. It's not looking good. Our diva is too, cautious. A little bit too cautious.
Sweat. Just need a new plan.
And it's like, what can I do to do more? Like, I'm already playing the highest damage character that I could. Bastion needs to put in some work. Diva needs to get up there and be on the payload. And in doing so, we'll be able to push it to the end.
Railgun powered and ready to fire. You sure you're Amari's daughter? The enemy's got a turret.
Oh my god, dude. Q, please. That's alright. I tried to kill the Mercy while she was getting the res on the Farah, and unfortunately I missed. I got booped out of the way by the Diva. Put focus on their Ilari turret. That's true. We do need to kill their turret as well. The fact that we haven't made it to the point is crazy. Just come back. Just come back if you're alive. We just need to live. Look at how many more ultimates they're getting than us. And our tank didn't come back, and because of that, we're not going to be able to push it there. I'm going to try and get up there to the point. Bang. Even if I die, at least I tried, right? At least I put it into overtime. It'll cut down their healing and DPS output. It definitely will. We're just not able to do anything. Yeah, like, our tank didn't play on the payload all the way up until the end. I was up there fighting like we had Spud as a tank. This tank is, like, afraid. And because of that, we never got to point 1.
This ends now.
And I can't, dude. I threw away my life so many times in that game to try and make it. Let's just see. Where is our tank in terms of endorsement? Yeah, so I feel very small. Yeah, so they're doing their thing here, dropping the Jesus, I can't even talk. The GG on us, but it's okay. Oh man, that was a frustrating game. If our tank had played forward a little bit, we could have won that. Got to endorse star. I didn't use endorsements in the last game. Oh my god. You have those games, and like I wasn't even playing bad. Like I was doing the things that I needed to do. I just needed our tank to also be there with us. I had the most deaths on our team by a long shot because I was playing up there. You know, I was fighting them. Our tank was standing like behind the statue, trying to shoot them while they're on the payload. That's too far away for D.Va to be effective, right? She didn't dive the Pharah either, which was crazy. She did eventually get to her and start diving her, but like I was hitting my shots. I wasn't even off. It's just that we just didn't have the She was playing like her name, not Furious. Yo, that is so true. That is so true. She wouldn't say hello or bag me. I suspect she was a bot. I think, honey, I think you might be right. I think that, that D.Va potentially could have just been an AI character. Because she didn't really do anything. She didn't really, like, play forward like a D.Va needs to. Like, the way that Spud plays D.Va is the exact way you need to play the character. You can tell that that's, like, your main. I cannot hear you, but we can't hear each other outside of game. Just a heads up, while you're in those menus, we can't hear each other. I'll be able to hear you now, though. Are you in the team chat? That also makes a difference. You gotta press P or whatever it is for you and join the team channel. Because you might be in the group channel. Yours is J, okay. Gotcha. Well, whatever your social button is.
All of us.
All systems fired up and ready to engage.
I'm on point with my shots. Hopefully this tank is a little bit more tanky than the last one.
How are you still so optimistic, Echo?
It's not always easy, but Dr. Liao created me to improve the world.
She'd be proud of you.
I like that voice line. I've never heard that today. Or, I've never heard that before. A lot of divas today. Yeah, there really are. I was thinking that as well when the game started. I was like, bro, everybody's playing diva. Everybody's a diva these days. They got a Zarya on the other team, so our tank is hard countered by their tank. I was able to kill the Bastion there off the start, which is great for us. I missed my rail though. Gonna go ahead and put that down there on their team. Force them to be in places that I want them to be. Echo camping, cringe. I don't think that's cringe at all. I think that's exactly where she should have been. She got the side angle like she should have. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with playing the way you're supposed to play. I'm dead here if I don't get in. Oh my god. 10 HP. 10 HP. Yeah, he's just mad. That's all it is. I gotta get out of the way here. Use my movement ability to slide out. I think I'm dead, though. I think I'm dead. I don't think I make it out of this. Thankfully, I did. I'm gonna put that behind us in case they want to come and try and get us. I was able to get their Mercy there. Just gonna get out of the way. And unfortunately, I got by the, you literally baited your Mercy. I wish that we, I don't think we, as a team, need to be talking to them so much. Our Echo is very loquacious. We'll just let her go, though. The Doomfist against the Zarya could work if he's a really good Doom. More than likely, we'll end up with Doomfist just being dead over and over again. We'll see what happens, though. Gonna wait a few seconds. 3, 2, and now I can engage with them. Because if they come up onto this high ground with me, or like right now, if the Bastion is in tank form, I want to not die to their aggression. I want to be able to have something to get myself out of the way here. We just don't have anybody who can damage them from this far away, unfortunately. I'll put that damage in on their Bastion. Gonna use my movement ability to get here. I need healing. I need... Okay, our tank is dead, so we're just backing up. We're conceding ground. We've lost this point, probably. I died. I got caught on whatever is behind me. I wish I could see where I died, because the wall there is what killed me. Our tank has 0 kills and 4 deaths. So that's not great, huh? Oh, yeah, our tank got one. Mom, our tank got one, baby. Let's keep this tank alive. Okay, our team was able to get to him.
Need healing.
He dodged my railgun, unfortunately. I'm gonna dodge his hinder grenade. Just gonna get out of the way of that. Our 2 supports are down, so I think in this moment we just need to wait. I'm gonna wait for them to come back, and then I'm gonna hit overclock, and ideally I will be able to get somebody. And if not, then at least it was quick, right? Just gonna wait for the Bastion to get out of the way. Waiting for the Bastion to get out of the way. Unfortunately, our Mercy already down. And yeah, no, I can't. Yeah, that was Bastion shooting me. That was,
I hurt my feelings.
It's all good. That was a tough game. They rolled us that game. It is what it is. It's not you guys. Our tank threw. Our tank had 6 deaths. He was dead at every possible moment, right?
The wait is over. Adaptive circuits engaged. Bastion.
We don't blame. We win and lose as a team. Yeah. I couldn't do anything with Bastion. I understand. I think I got one more in me. Win or lose, I think I got one more, and then we'll call it a day here. This tank really decided to play solo dive into a Zarya Bastion Zen combo with a Mercy to res to boot. Yeah, Flo, you see the game in a way that people who play Overwatch see the game. Like, you understand what is going on so well, right? Like, you called exactly what just happened. He dove into their team. They have a Zen to put a Discord orb on him. They have the highest damage character in the game, a fucking Zarya, right? And then they also have a Bastion to mow him down as soon as he gets out there. And he's like, "Can I get a heal?" It's like, you're an idiot, bro. Like, you have no idea how to play this game. Like, what are you doing? Why would you jump out like that? Maybe you could play an Orisa and shoot them from far away, kill their Bastion, spear spin their Bastion when he goes into fucking tank form. You know, hit him with the spear so that you stop him. Like, come on, dude. Anything. But anyway. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. Another hard game here. Win or lose, I think we call it after this. It's been fun. But it's getting very late here. 3 o'clock in the morning over in Australia. You don't understand, I am meant to be immortal. That's exactly what the tank thought. He's like, I can't believe I have no idea how I died. It's like, you remember in the movie 300 when the main character threw the spear and hit Xerxes in the face, and he was like, "Nobody makes me bleed my own blood." Right? Like, that's exactly how our tank went. Yeah, what you needed was tank to lure out turret for him. He goes to cover and kills DPS from an angle. Yeah, anything would have been better than what he did, right? If we'd have baited out the turret for him, especially as Orisa, he could have been a lot more survivable than he was as Doom. The Doom swap was a weird one. Also, playing into Zarya can always be... It's a difficult fight regardless. I was able to get their Cassidy with that headshot there. Even though it didn't give me the kill, I was the one who put in the damage on him. Got him to 1 hit point, and he got followed up on, which is great. Waiting for this Brig to drop shield. Kill their Ana. Unfortunately, I got killed there, but it is what it is. I was gonna slide forward over to the health pack inside of that building, but our team is effectively pushing them back. I've killed 2 of them already, so we should be able to push it around that corner without too much trouble. They're gonna be back together, so I'm gonna come through this this building here to get up to my team a little bit faster. I'm gonna start putting out the damage onto the enemy as quickly as I can. We don't need to worry about the res here. We can just wait and come back together. I'm gonna use the payload as a piece of cover. We were able to defense matrix the Cassidy's grenade there. We don't have a Junkrat, I know that, so I need to kill that Junkrat trap. Their tank goes down. We have only Moira here. Our Mercy is down right now, so we got to be careful and play around the payload. We need to utilize cover as best we can, because if we stand in the middle of them, we're probably going to die. And I was able to effectively bully with the D.Va, effectively bully the Cassidy and the Brig to get out of our way. We're just going to wait a second. We're going to play up a little bit, but we got to wait a second for everybody to get back together. Going to put the disruptor shot on them. We see that the Ana is here, so I'm just going to go ahead and put that heavy damage onto the Ana, and unfortunately I got killed before I was able to get out of there. I was going to use my movement ability, and I'm sad that I didn't. I should have gone back to the payload at that moment. That's my own. I died to my own hubris. Feels bad, dude.
I'm not a fan of setbacks.
Gonna get up with the team. We just need to get up and get back together. Our D.Va is still alive. I'm gonna try and ward off her escape here. Just need to be healed. Need heals. Need heals. Thank you. The damage from the Malga inside of his, with his double fire was enough to kill our D.Va in baby D.Va form, but that's okay, because we are now going to kill this Malga. I take it back. We're dead. Yeah, we're dead. As soon as the Malga hit ultimate and I was trapped inside of the High Noon, I knew I was dead. I can't shoot through that barrier to kill him. Otherwise, I would have killed him inside of his High Noon. It is what it is. They used better ultimates and comboed better than we did. He was also inside of a nano boost when that happened. I swear I'm a magnet for sleeps. They do be coming. They do be sleeping out here. See that the Junkrat is up on the high ground position. I'm going to try and take the duel with him as we move forward because he is making it difficult for our team to do what they want to do. And I was able to get the headshot on the Junkrat there. We need to kill this Malga inside of his primary fire there, just using his double fire. Bang, and I'm able to get that kill, and I'm able to come around this corner, kill this Ana, and now we do to them what they did to us. That was a very easy play there. Hey. Killing the Junkrat was smart, because it made it so that we could move around without taking a bunch of damage. That Malga was getting nano and immediately being yonked away by a Lifeweaver. Really funny. It feels bad when you see a Lifeweaver life grip the tank and then and they lose the fight because of it. Even when it's not, you know, your team. Even when it's your enemy, it still feels bad to look at. Unfortunately, I missed that headshot on the Malga. Doesn't matter too much. I'm just going to get up and out of the way of the Malga here. With the tree coming out, I know that I need to retreat. We just need to retreat. I'm just going to back up. We're going to put the disruptor shot on them. I was able to kill their tank with the disruptor shot. He got away from the tree. That's his fault. That's his stupid ass fault. Going to charge up on the enemy team who are all standing together, waiting for my disruptor shot and my rail. I'm going to come around this corner, but not too hard. Unfortunately, I got hindered. Just need to be healed up through that, and we should be good. Going to put this headshot into the Lifeweaver, right? And then we're going to kill the Lifeweaver. put the disruptor shot onto the enemy team here. We see that the Cassidy is very low. We're going to kill him. We're going to put the headshot onto the tank. I'm going to die for this, I think. Waiting for my movement. Jumping over the wall. Grabbing the mega. Bang. And we're back. We're doing our thing, baby. That Malga loves to line of sight his supports, and we're going to use that to our advantage. Going to go ahead and kill their Cassidy. Charging up the rail on the Malga. Getting out of the way of the Junkrat tire. And unfortunately, of course, I was the only one he got, but that's okay. We got plenty of time. Let him use all the ultimates.
This ends now.
Put that there. I meant to melee, but that's fine. That works too. Pushing their Moira back into the spawn there, forcing her to fall back while we push the payload forward. They have a ball now. Going to put the disruptor shot on the payload there, and we're going to force the ball to take a bunch of damage. We need to kill their Cassidy. We need to bully their ball into a headshot scenario. We see that Junkrat is coming in here. We're gonna go ahead and just put that heavy damage in on this Junkrat, get him down. We're gonna get this ball down. We're gonna get this ball down, putting that heavy damage in on the Moira now. Disruptor shot on the point. We have the ball is getting low. Just gonna force him into a death scenario. Bang, the ball is dead. Now everybody else falls while he is in the respawn there. And that's the team kill that we needed to win the game, baby. That was a hell of a game, dude. Hell of a game. Jesus Christ, Spud. 30 fucking kills. Good lord. 30 kills, 2 deaths on the part of Spud. Absolute monster. I was in there putting in the headshots where I needed to. That was a really, really good game. Good game, homies. You love to end it on a W. Don't forget, you could shoot the tire. Full charge might even insta-kill it. Yeah, I was trying to line it up. Unfortunately, I did not get to line it up in time there, Flo. That's exactly what I was trying to do. I just didn't have enough time to put my crosshair on it before it killed me. I was using the... I always say you aim with the movement. You put the crosshair where you want it to go, and then you make the fine adjustments with moving. And because of that, I just didn't have that additional second to line it up on the tire. Yeah, thank you to the DPS and the support. Thank you to the tank and the support for me. You guys were awesome. You guys played amazing. Star, thanks for playing with me, baby. And Spud, thanks for playing. Tell your guy I hope he enjoyed the show. And also, he's got a strong name. He's got a very strong name. I like that. I am also James, for the record. Like a hell of a name that guy's got, I'll tell you. I had a great time playing today. I want to thank Zach for sending in our Master Doomfist gameplay that we were able to review earlier. Some incredible plays on his part, and he kept egging me on. I hope it was in a good way, right? I hope he was supportive, because you're insane. Like, we have some really good games. Flo as well. I can't wait until we get back to being able to play with Flo too, because Flo's one of the best supports I've ever played with. He understands Overwatch in such a way, you know, that you can count on him to do and be in the places he needs to be. So, yeah, I want to thank Zach for sending in the gameplay. I want to thank Spud for sending in the Ashe gameplay that we reviewed after that. So if you did not see those, you can check them out at the beginning of the show. He wanted me to play tank, not support, because he wanted us to win. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I want you to play tank too, or whatever you feel good about, right? Cancel, cancel, cancel. Okay, I got it. I almost put us back into a game. Anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. I am Moonchild of DudeNoWay, and I will see you in the next stream. I'll take it, I hope you guys take it easy. I'm seeing everybody is typing. I just heard Star typing, so I want to not end it before it's typed in there. She's not typing into the show. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, you guys have a great day, and I'll check you tomorrow.